Shedeur Sanders has been named as a Pro Bowl replacement, and people are mad. Let's talk about that. Substation Zero, the Super Bowl, and a couple other things. You're in the Terror Dome.
Turn it up, Gino.
And what's up, everybody? The time now is 12:02 on the East Coast. It's January 27, 2026. I am Terror Dome. I'm your humble pilot on this station for a little bit. We're going to take a flight about an hour long and talk over some things. Greet somebody you don't know, meet somebody you do know, and let's kick it a bit. I guess the first item up for bids would be Shedeur Sanders is a Pro Bowler, ladies and gentlemen. Shedeur Sanders. Let's give a round of applause because I know a lot of people is mad. So I'm just going to go ahead and give him his round of applause now. The report came. I just got wind of it, I think, today, very early in the morning. I just happened to just be perusing different sports channels and stuff on YouTube, and somebody said, now that Shedeur is a Pro Bowler, I mean, what can you do? I said, what? So I immediately went to my Twitter machine, the Twitters, and had to see what was going on there, and is this actually real? And as fate would have it, it is showing big bold print right there. Shedeur Sanders is a Pro Bowl replacement, says ESPN, is being added to the Pro Bowl games roster. A source confirmed to ESPN he will replace one Drake May, whose New England Patriots have advanced to Super Bowl, I believe that's 60. I think that's 60, but I haven't done Roman numerals since about the 5th grade. But we always do them Roman numerals. I don't know why. Yeah. And there has been reaction. I'd like for y'all to react in the chat. I mean, are y'all mad about it, or, upset, kicking stuff over, or whatever the case? It has happened. We roll on. Shedeur Sanders is heading to the Pro Bowl game, says Colorado Buffaloes football, because he was I don't know if he graduated from Colorado, but he definitely went there and played there and represented Colorado very well. Yeah. How y'all feel about Shedeur? And as I greet a couple of y'all in the chat early here, David Corona showed up first and foremost. Shout out to Big Dave in the hizzle for shizzle, my nizzle. Where my air horn at? Dave, get the air horn, Dave. Can y'all hear that? And who else we got here? My main man, CFO, Rockefeller Records, Collie Young. I sent you a little picture there, Collie Young, man. I was digging in the archives trying to clean my stuff out. Some of my bookmarks from, last season and the season before, because I keep different little bookmarks. I said, oh, man, this is my picture with my boy on this jank. Let me throw this on out to him. Miss Tanisha is in the building. Good morning, Terror Dome and Golden Domers. Welcome to the off season, aka Cabo vacation days. Girl, you ain't never said it right. I sure wish I was down in Cabo. And might I'd be remiss if I didn't say it. I hope everybody is safe and warm, and really tangentially got touched and affected by this superstorm. I think it's called Fern that blew through here. That thing, man, that thing won't messing around. Fern was throwing that ice, that snow, low temperatures. Had some sleet, freezing rain. Wherever you are in the United States, if it's from Texas and points east, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, the North East corridor. I said before I left last week, I said, yeah, we get ready to have a little something there, and it really didn't disappoint. We lost power for my wife said about 30 minutes last night. I was at the doing my job, 911 emergency. They don't care, y'all better come on to work. and we made it happen. This is what we do, storms and stuff like that. So I just hope everybody's safe. I'm sure y'all got some storm related stuff. Just drop it in the chat, man. We'll kick it a little bit. Bebop Jones in the hizzle. What's up, man? He says good afternoon. Good afternoon. And my boy says, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man, I like that picture. Me and my man Kyle. I'm gonna put it up too before I get out of here. Yeah. AJ does random things. Hello to you, AJ, doing random stuff. Just that's cool. Do random good things though. Man, I was on my way home. I worked that 14-hour shift. I was just gonna pick up some coffee and just go to the house and just lay it down. Just pick up some coffee, go to the house, lay it down. And dude, call me across the daggone parking lot. Ain't nobody else out there. It's one car way over there in the parking lot. He flagged me now. Hey, brother, excuse me, sir, can I get a jump? I was like, oh, yeah, of course, man. I had to jump him. And then, I had the cables. I went in the store, got my stuff, came out, jumped them off and everything. The car started running, and I say, hey, man, he said, what's your name, man? What's your name? I said, I'm Terradome. I had my Terradome hat on. I said, check my show out if you get a chance. And then his car stopped. He said, oh, man, we ain't got no gas. I said, oh. I said, it's a gas station over there, and here's, $20 so you can, get your gas going, man. So you ain't out here in the cold with your significant other. He said it's his girlfriend. I ain't pride nothing, ain't nobody business, but yeah. So AJ, you just brought me into the mind of that thing, doing random things, man. Random acts of kindness are great things to do. I just, I try to do them as much as I can, because, most of the people, probably say that I hate that Negro. He's he's this and that, but I try not to be that way. My main man, David Corona, said, what up, everyone? David Corona in the building. Yeah, we talking about Shedeur Sanders. They had some comparisons of his stats versus some other folk, if I may pull that up and if I may be so bold. Wow, Shedeur Sanders, this is MLF Football on Twitter. Wow, Shedeur Sanders made the Pro Bowl this year over Trevor Lawrence. Trevor has more wins, more touchdowns, more passing yards, higher passer rating, higher completion percentage, higher QBR, and a playoff appearance. Lawrence is the most disrespected QB in the league, and they break the stats down in a comparison. Passing yards, Trevor Lawrence had 4,007, which is a pretty good year compared to 1,400 by Shedeur. He had 38 passing touchdowns. Shedeur had 7. He had 12 interceptions. Shedeur had 10. So Shedeur did have less interceptions per se, Your Honor, per se. Passer rating, Shedeur was a 68.1, while Trevor was a 91.0. Shedeur's record 3-4, and Trevor's 13-8. and 4. Maybe they ain't see that one beside uh the 3 on Trevor's or something. I don't know. I'm not here to cast aspersions or anything, but um I would love to hear how y'all view this and get some feedback here. I'm gonna drop this in the chat, so I ain't gonna do nothing but kick it around a little bit today. I am off, ladies and gentlemen. I got a little time, so if you feel so compelled and you want to jump on in here and talk a little bit of football with the man, I am here for it. I am just opening it up to everybody on the chat. That's the StreamYard there. And let me put a little banner in here too, because they say you're supposed to put a little banner in there, man. Put a little banner in there. Let me see. Make it look official. Yeah. Do I want to scroll it? No, I just want it to be right there. Say that. And here's your banner showing it. There you go. If you want to jump on in, it's the StreamYard. You can come on in and we'll talk on it a little bit. Awards, crazy juice. Just like the season awards is all about popularity. Awards. It's about awards. That's a valid point. It is. I mean, sometimes it's just undeniable. Like, Myles Garrett, dude, when you break the sack record, you got to be that guy. You got to be the defensive player of the year, But I have seen that, sometimes they will prefer this guy over that guy for whatever reason. And it happens. I know it happens a lot, like in the Hall of Fame. I thought Roger Craig was very, very deserving years and years ago when he was first. I think he became eligible around 2000 and what was his last year? Maybe 2009. But sometimes it just ain't possible, or it's just not the popular move, or somebody might have did something, and it just is what it is. I got Chor coming in to visit right here. Chor's in their building. What's up, Chor?
Nothing much. How about you?
Hold on one moment. Let me turn my little speakers up here. Go ahead and say it again, brother.
Nothing much.
Hey.
How about you?
So what's going on with you, man? You want to voice your opinion on the Shedeur Sanders selection to the Pro Bowl? You there, Choa?
I'm here.
All right. How do you feel about Shedeur going to the Pro Bowl?
I hate the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, its popularity hasn't really hit like it used to. But it's supposed to celebrate the best players in the best positions from each. Obviously, the Super Bowl participants can't be with it. They used to do it a long time ago. They used to have a Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl. It used to be in Hawaii, and it was like a trip. I think every Pro Bowler got, I don't know, 60,000 if you won, 30,000 if you didn't, or something like. They made it is a little bit more competitive, but now it's, I think that I even think they're gonna play like a flag football game. So, go figure. Who would you have put in there for a Pro Bowl replacement other than?
I will put Brock Purdy over Jared Goff.
Okay, in the NFC side of the game. All right, I see what you're saying. Yeah, hey, that's my dude. I'd put Brock in there. Of course, Brock missed some games, so he missed out on some stats. So I think that would lend itself to Jared Goff and some of the other ones having a better shot or more representative numbers. But if you're gonna let Shedeur in there with 1,400, 7 TDs, 10 interceptions. Hey, man, you know, everything's open to me, I think. What do you think there, Chua?
About Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, who should have went instead of Shedeur?
He is not. He's not good. He. I would not put him in there. I would put. I would put Burrow over him.
Who over him?
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow. Yeah. Yeah, Joe Burrow had some good numbers. I got to look at who exactly is representing the AFC on there. Let me take a look at that Pro Bowl. I ain't even look at and see who made the team. After we lost, I'm like, man, I don't even care. Somebody drop some news here. Brian Daboll is now the Titans offensive coordinator. That's a solid move. That's a solid move for one Robert Saleh to get a good OC. Brian Daboll will be a good OC. Okay, he's the former head coach for the New York Giants. He got fired during the year, I believe. Yeah, during the year. So yeah, that's you always want to at least a guy who could be a coach or a fired head coach, and you know, to be your offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator. So I think that works. I think that does. Let me see here. Pro Bowl selection 2026 AFC NFC rosters. Pro Bowlers. This is going all around the world here. At quarterback, why don't y'all just tell me the positions? They got like from each team. Buffalo Bills has Josh Allen, James Cook, and Deion Dawkins. Miami Dolphins have Devon A. Chain. New England Patriots have Christian Gonzalez and Drake May. And of course, Drake May can't be there, so it immediately slides something up. I want to go by position. How do I go by position on there? Pro Bowl 2026 by position. Rosters by position. By position. Okay. On the offense, on the NFC side, the Pro Bowlers at quarterback would be Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold, who obviously can't go, Dak Prescott, and Jared Goff. Jared Goff is going to replace Sam Darnold. So those are their three on their side. And on the AFC side, no thanks. On the AFC side, click this button. They have Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Justin Herbert, and Drake May. Drake May can't make it, so that's how they slid Shedeur Sanders in there. So, yeah, I think it's a. I think Trevor Lawrence has a pretty good gripe there. I think he should have been awarded that. I don't know. I don't know how they came up with it. It's just flag football. Yes, sir, it is. But in negotiation tactics, in let's say 2, 3, 4 years, you can have on your resume, you know, I am a Pro Bowler. And that can demand a little bit of money. I think so. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it ain't gonna do nothing but play flag football, and it's not gonna be, you know, the Super Bowl by any stretch, but boom blam, you know, it does have a feather in the cap. Crazy Juice is saying he would have gone with CJ Stroud. That could have been some. CJ Stroud didn't have the greatest playoff game, but made the playoffs nonetheless. I could definitely see that, but hey, CJ didn't make it. Apparently, they just felt like I don't know. I don't know. I was hoping somebody could give me some rhyme or reason why they would go this way with it versus something else, but they just I'm sure something's gonna come back in the True Hollywood Confession movie. Sure, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. Let me go ahead and get to the rest of this stuff. I'm gonna holler back at you. Thank you so much for tuning in, my dude. My dude.
All right.
All right, brother. All right. That was Choa, ladies and gentlemen. Choa Lore. Choa Lore was in the building for just a momento. We still talking about here, Shedeur Sanders. Who would you have put in front of Shedeur Sanders as a replacement for Drake May in the Pro Bowl? Of course, we know that it is a flag football game. They might even have it on the beach. But it is a feather in the cap to be a Pro Bowler, and not the tour type that like on Kingpin. There it is. Let's see here. Let me look at the rest of the Pro Bowl squad for the NFC. That thing is loud. For the NFC there, we got Matt Stafford, Sam Darnold, as I previously mentioned, Dak Prescott, Jared Goff. Running backs are Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey from the San Francisco 49ers, and Bijan Robinson. At fullback, there you go. Kyle Juszczyk for the San Francisco 49ers running unopposed. It's kind of like Vladimir Putin. You're always going to be there because you're running unopposed. Wide receivers are Puka Nacua, who can't be. No, Puka can be there. I'm sorry. JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba for the Seattle Seahawks. He will not be able to be there, so they're going to look for a replacement for him. George Pickens of the Dallas Cowboys and Amon St. Brown, Detroit Lions. At tight end, Trey McBride, George Kittle, and Jake Ferguson. Why don't I just put this up on the screen? That'd be easier. That'd be a little easier, wouldn't it? Can I do that? Of course you can. We can do anything. It's TV. Let me go here. Governor, share this on the screen. Pro Bowl complete roster share. Here we go. And as y'all see on the screen, at tight end, Trey McBride, George Kittle, who can't play, so he's going to get a replacement there. And Jake Ferguson, Dallas, who replaces Kittle. Okay, there it is right there. At tackle, Penei Sewell, Tristan Wirfs, and Big Trent Williams. Offensive guard, Tyler Smith of the Dallas Cowboys, Joe Thuney of the Chicago Bears, and Chris Lindstrom from the Atlanta Falcons. At center, Drew Dahlman, who we wanted last year as a free agent. We didn't get him. He went to the Chicago Bears. And Cam Jurgens of the Philadelphia Eagles, the Fluffy Eagles. On defense, at defensive end, Aiden Hutchinson, who probably, I guess they're going to give it to Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, he already got it. Comeback player of the year. Aiden got hurt last year and came back, had a pretty successful year this year. Micah Parsons, who I don't think he can play either. He's going to need a replacement. And DeMarcus Lawrence, who's going to need a replacement as well because he's playing in the Super Bowl. Jalen Carter, the Philadelphia Eagles, Leonard Williams of the Seattle Seahawks. He's going to need a replacement. And Quinnen Williams of the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of Seattle Sea Chickens on defense here, buddy. Yeah, they got down this year. They got down. I got to get it up. At outside linebacker, Brian Burns, Jarrett Verse, and Byron Young from the LA Rams. They were well represented. In inside linebackers, Jack Campbell and Zach Bond. Now, it definitely would have been my main man, Fred the Hammer Warner, but, injuries have happened. But, hey, you make it, you make it. At cornerback, J.C. Horn of the Carolina Panthers, Devon Witherspoon, who can't be there Kyson Nixon of the Green Bay Packers will replace him. Noshawn Wright will replace Mitchell, Kenyon Mitchell, who was with the Philadelphia Eagles. I guess he's injured. And Cooper DeJean of the Philadelphia Eagles, or DeJean, however y'all say. I learned it in French class as Dijon, but it is what it is. At safety, Kevin Byard of the Chicago Bears and Antoine Wingfield of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A strong safety, Buda Baker, Arizona Cardinals. He's legit. That Buda Baker keep on getting out. This might be his. Man, this might be his about 6th or 7th. I got to check that. Long snapper John Weeks of the San Francisco 49ers and that punter Tress Way of the Washington Commanders. Place kicker will be Brandon Aubrey of the Dallas Cowboys. No surprise there. Return specialist Rashid Shaheed. We know him back from that 95-yard run back he had on us at first kickoff at the game. He can't do it. So the replacement will be Cavante Turpin, who is a very dangerous return specialist. He's probably going to be MVP of that flag football game too. And special teamer Luke Gifford of the San Francisco 49ers. We had some representation in this jank this year. We had a little representation. Let's flip it on over to the AFC side, because that's what all the hoopla is all about. And I apologize if this speaker goes haywire every time I flip it. That screen will light up. There it is. I dogged it. Before we mention, it's going to be Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and now Shedeur Sanders, who is going to replace Drake May, but they haven't officially put it on here yet. But the ESPN said it's legit, but maybe we need to stay tuned. At running back, Jonathan Taylor from Indianapolis, Devon Achane of the Miami Dolphins, and James Cook of the Buffalo Bills. At fullback, Patrick Ricard of the Baltimore Ravens. I think he's the only other active fullback in the league besides Juszczyk. So, they could just trade around most of the time and just get it done like that. I mean, they just it's like tag teaming on wrestling. At wide receiver, Jamar Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals. Nico Collins, he sustained the injury 2 weeks ago, concussion. I guess he's gonna be down there. Zay Flowers, along with Courtland Sutton of the Denver Broncos. Zay Flowers plays for the Baltimore Ravens. At tight end, Brock Bowers of the Vegas Raiders. He's I liked him coming out of school. I think he went to Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. He's pretty good. Travis Kelce, the ageless wonder, Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Warren from Indianapolis replaces Bowers. Bowers must have an injury. And Dalton Kincaid will replace Kelce. I guess Kelce is, going on tour with Taylor Swift or something. I don't know. At tackle, from the Denver Broncos, Garrett Bowles. And from the Buffalo Bills, Deion Dawkins and Joe Alt, who's injured as well. I think he tore an ACL for the Los Angeles Chargers. Offensive guard, Quinn Miniers. I think that's Miniers. From the Denver Broncos, Quentin Nelson, a perennial Pro Bowler from the Indianapolis Colts, and Trey Smith of the Kansas City Chiefs. At center, Creed Humphrey from the Kansas City Chiefs, as well as Tyler Linderbaum from the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know why I say that like that. Linderbaum. I think that was from a Seinfeld episode. Linderbaum. I gotta check my mental Rolodex. I keep a lot of stuff stored in there. We have to clean it out. How to O. I don't know how to. Oh, is that Leslie? Hey, Miss Leslie. Good to see you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, all y'all. Old school, new school, old school, rule. just like and subscribe. We're going over the Pro Bowlers for the offense and defense of the AFC and NFC here. On a defensive end, you're going to have Will Anderson Jr., the Houston Texans, Myles Garrett, who's head and shoulders above everybody as the leader for Defensive Player of the Year. We're going to have Max Crosby, too. Man, that's formidable. I'd like to have that on one team. That is some. Yeah, you better be glad it ain't hitting, because if them three come looking for you, boy, that's a bad day. That's a bad day. Chris Jones from the Kansas City Chiefs, who didn't have the greatest of years, I think, but you know, the name recognition gets you in there. Jeffrey Simmons from the Tennessee Titans, and Zach Allen at defensive tackle from the Denver Broncos. At outside linebackers, Nick Bonito had an incredible year for the Denver Broncos, along with T.J. Watt of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Tuli Tuipulotu from the Los Angeles Chargers, and Devin Lloyd of the Jacksonville Jaguars, who will replace T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt probably injured or just don't feel like going or something like that. Roquan Smith from the Baltimore Ravens is the inside linebacker, along with Azeez Al-Shaair from the Houston Texans, formerly of the San Francisco 49ers. At cornerback, you're going to have Derek Stingley Jr. from the Houston Texans, along with Patrick Surtain of the Denver Broncos, very good, probably one of the best in the business, and hero of the game, Christian Gonzalez. He had that big pick at the end of the AFC Championship. He's with the New England Patriots, so you're going to have to replace him with Kamari Lassiter of Houston, and Denzel Ward, the equalizer, I called him, for the Cleveland Browns, rounds out the corners. At free safety, Jalen Ramsey from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I knew he was going to be a Pro Bowl safety. I call this, if Ellison is in the building, I call this when he was playing with Miami or when he was playing with the Rams. I knew Jalen Ramsey would be a good free safety. He's rangy, athletic, tackles really, really well. I knew he would be a Pro Bowl free safety. And speaking of Pro Bowlers, we got Wolfie in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Wolfie, what's going on, man?
Yo, what is up, man? Sorry, I had to walk my dog and stuff like that. And then
it's all good in the hood, man. We were just discussing the agenda for today was on the docket was Shedeur Sanders making the Pro Bowl.
Okay.
As an alternate for Drake May, and you know, a lot of folks upset. A lot of folks feel some kind of way about it. I'd love to get your take, because from my understanding, you're not the the biggest Shedeur Sanders fan in the business. To put it mildly.
From my understanding, the Pro Bowl and all that is voted on, right, between fans, right? That's what it is, right?
It is. I believe fans and a combination of, or maybe all fans. I don't know, but yeah.
So I'm not surprised, because he's a polarizing figure. He has a mass following prior to even coming to the NFL. So I'm really not surprised that he's even in there if it's a fan voted thing. So I don't hate it, because I don't take the Pro Bowl thing personal. I don't take the whole like that alternate guy shouldn't even be there kind of type thing, just because it's kind of like it's a fan vote thing. Also, it's not really like based on were you actually the greatest at your position, or were you the second, third, or fourth, or anything like that. That does not come into play whatsoever when it comes to voting like that. It's who's my favorite player. Maybe some are voting like, okay, this guy's actually good, but I wouldn't say majority of it is honest voting. I think it's a lot of it is your favorite player. I think he deserves it because he's my favorite player. But personally, I don't. If you're asking, like, does he deserve to be there based on talent and what he did? Absolutely not. Like, I don't know what he did to deserve to be in that position, other than facing some adversity because the coaching staff and him weren't getting along and stuff like that. But, like, he had bad games. He had one good game, I believe, but it was against the Titans, if I remember correctly.
So.
Outside of that, he wasn't good. There's so many other quarterbacks I feel like that probably would have been a better option than him. But at the end of the day, I think it's just not to sound like Debo by saying that, because he says at the end of the day all the time.
At the end of the day, that's
it's the end of the day.
My cousin said that is the most cliche thing said on all of television, on all of it. At the end of the day.
It's like a comfort thing at the end of something you say.
Yes, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think I say it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's hard. Sometimes I say, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. My boy used to say, yeah, I mean. He said like everything. No, I don't know what you mean. Tell me. You know what I mean?
No, you poorly explained it. I don't get it.
And then he would cut it off. He said, and then I was like, you know what I mean? And then he was like, no, I mean, no. What do you mean?
Right. So I it's not that I don't hate Shedeur. If he's a good player, he's a good player to me. There's players I don't like that turn out to be good, and it's like, okay, I got to give him props. I'm all for doing that. Like Sam Darnold, he balled out in the NFC Championship game. Got to give him props for that, even though as much as I hate doing that, right? Because the whole Brock Purdy, Sam Darnold comparison thing. I'll be honest with myself. I don't think Shedeur Sanders deserves to be there, but I don't. There are some people that are taking it way too personal than they should.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like the voted on all Pro Bowl. That is more important to me.
All Pro. All pro first and second. You are the best at your position in the National Football League, is what that's saying. And I guess that's what writers and players and coaches or something like that. But
yeah, it's outside of the control of, I feel like, a majority of fans. If you got a mass fan base, it's outside of their control and stuff like that. Like there's it's not just Shedeur. There's like other players too that make the Pro Bowl. Last year there was some. Before that there was some. There's always going to be somebody who doesn't belong there just because they're a polarizing figure and they got a mass following, or sometimes jokes. Sometimes people are like, let's jokingly vote for this guy. And it just happens to happen that way. I think that happened one time. I don't remember what it was.
Jake Brendel made it a couple of years.
Jake Brendel.
Jake Brendel was a Pro Bowl replacement.
And I want to specify. I keep saying, I'm going to keep saying this just so I don't sound like a hater, because there's a fine line when you talk about Shedeur, good or bad. I don't think he's like, just because I don't believe in him, he can't. I think he's at most a top 20 quarterback. Like that's what he'll become.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm not open to the idea where he'll be better than that. Like if 1 year doesn't define you, like I always say that. Mm-hmm. This is his first year. He has an opportunity, especially like the turmoil he was going through. So next year, if he gets a new head coach, stable culture, then I feel like that's more fair to him. Because right now he needs to find a guy. They need a head coach, and I don't think they hired him yet. They need to find a guy who wants Shedeur. They need to find a guy who wants to develop Shedeur. It cannot be the same bullshit with Kevin Stefanski and what the hell was happening there. So that's how I look at the whole thing.
Totally understanding. Rounding out strong safety for the AFC was Kyle Hamilton of the Baltimore Ravens, who is pretty good, and Derwin James is killer as well for the Chargers. Got long snapper and punter and specialists, respect to all of them. Long snapper Ross Matisic of Jacksonville Jaguars, and punter Jordan Stout of the Baltimore Ravens. Place kicker Cameron Dicker, pause, of the Los Angeles Chargers, and return specialist Chimere DK, and that is let me Let me add that to the stage. I want y'all to see how that is spelled.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, last name DK? That's crazy.
DK. That's how that's pronounced, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mess it up. I've seen it happen to a few people.
YouTube, don't flag me. This is just his last name.
His name is Chimere DK. And special teamer Ben Skowronek of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Speaking of which, they had a hiring, ladies and gentlemen. Pittsburgh Steelers have hired who they had Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy. And before I get to that, coming to the stage right now, ladies and gentlemen, my cousin Ellison Burley is in the hizzle. Ellison Burley, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, man?
Watch that camera.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Clean that camera.
Y'all see me? My bad. What's good? All
right, go ahead. Sorry. What's up,
it's
man?
all good, man. What were you about to say there, Wolfie?
So remember last time where I told you you get to gloat towards me because I was wrong about something that you get to be happy about.
Oh,
right
do I need to put up Hugh and ITY? But go ahead.
Just no, you were right about Jalen Ramsey becoming a safety. Remember that conversation we had?
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know if I want that. I don't know if you do that. He's a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, man.
We just had a conversation about the whole Pro Bowl. We don't know if it's legit or not, stuff like that, but he still made it, and he was good. I won't deny that. He was good as a safety.
He's an incredible athlete, man. Back in at Florida State, the kid was like a decathlete and stuff like that. And he just incredible form tackler, a really good form tackler, and fast as all get up. He just has all the traits I knew you could put into a free safety and have him back there and read center field. So I just identified those traits quite a while ago.
It was a good call, man. It was a good call. Like he actually performed as a safety better than I actually thought he would. I saw a couple Steeler games. I was like, shit, he's right.
Guy's a good ball player. What's up, E? How you feel about the first of all, Shedeur being named as a Pro Bowl replacement for Drake May instead of Trevor? I'm sorry, my mind's going a different places. Trevor Lawrence, who they had a comparison of yards, the season, passer rating, wins, and it looked pretty. How you feel about Shedeur sliding in there versus?
I mean, I'm not mad at it. I mean, at the same time, I guess the question I would ask is, do guys even want to go anymore? This is not a game; it's a glorified, skills competition. So, a lot of these guys just pass on the opportunity, man, and just go on vacation or whatever. So you'll get the fourth, fifth guy on the list to say yes and commit to that skills event. So I think that may be where this is. So not to say that Shedeur is not worthy of the nod, but I think this could be that situation playing out here.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Maybe they went to Trevor and said, "Hey, man, you got a slot here," and he was like, "Dude, I ain't going out there."
Yeah, guys just don't want to go anymore, man.
Yeah,
he used to go for the Miami. They used to go for not Miami, but they used to go for hey, we get to go Hawaii for free or whatever.
Yeah, Hawaii, and it was after the Super Bowl, and you could have the guys that were in the Super Bowl come out there. But
do they play it now? Do they play it at the site of the Super Bowl, or do they play it in Vegas or somewhere else now?
I believe they play in Miami.
I thought it was Orlando. I gotta check and see.
Orlando, actually, yeah, you're right. I think it's Orlando. It
has been. Maybe they're doing something a little different to add some juice to it. I gotta look, because it has been diminishing the past, I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah, I always thought, man, once guys didn't want to go and get hit anymore, just name guys to the Pro Bowl and just call it a day. Because guys don't want to play, in that game anymore, man. Just give them the nod, give them the accolade and the achievement. But as far as guys getting out there and going 100% in a glorified scrimmage, guys not doing that anymore, man. So I just say name them to the team and give them a sign, not a sign bonus, but give them a little extra bread, man, and just keep it pushing.
Ooh, I got an idea. How about
Yeah.
they do like they do the Pro Bowl? Like I do like that idea. You might as well just not even do it because it's like it's embarrassing at that point. I do agree with that. But we have the technology now. What about virtual reality Pro Bowl football players? So like, I'm sure there's like a technology out there where you could take a player and their traits and you throw it into a virtual reality and kind of like Madden, but like more advanced and obviously put more into it. And put all that players into each roster and then they just compete. I think a lot of kids nowadays would resonate with that more and they would enjoy that more. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be kind of fun to see because I actually get to see hits and crazy catches and stuff. Even if it is virtual and it's not real, it's better than the fake I touched you stuff happening. I need something to be excited about. And there's nothing exciting about the Pro Bowl. The funnest thing about the Pro Bowl is probably the events before the flag football thing. That can be if you make bets. Like I've made bets with friends before, and that can be fun. But outside of that, dude, if you don't have like an investment towards it, there's like there's no reason to like it. So I agree with you, man. The Pro Bowl is so
it's lost its steam. It's sort of like the NBA All-Star game. Guys really don't play like that anymore, not like they used to. So, they're trying to drum up as much support and be as innovative as possible, but it's just a dying cause to a certain degree. So, like I said, I think you should just nominate guys, man, give them a little accolade, give them a little bread, and keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Now,
like
on this side, it's saying the 2026 Pro Bowl games will be, the venue is Moscone Center in San Francisco, California. It will be part of the Super Bowl week.
So I think it goes wherever Super Bowl is. Because I remember being in Vegas a couple of years ago when they had the Super Bowl out there. So I think it travels with the Super Bowl. So it makes sense. I get it, but each his own.
Yeah.
I don't say this often, but you're right, Ellison.
Hey, man. Hey, your life will go a lot better if you would say those
things. By the way, Crazy Juice trying to give the information that Joe Brady is hired as the new coach for.
Yes, he is. Brady is the new head coach. Yeah, Joe Brady's the new head coach in Buffalo.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
And Brian Daboll is taking the OC job in Tennessee too.
I just saw that. Yeah. Daboll's going to be with Robert Saleh. We reported that initially. And Mike McCarthy to Pittsburgh. How do we feel about that one?
I want to hear from you on that one.
Well, you will. But right now, coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, I got a man who you don't have to ask how he feels about certain things. My man, Dion, Niner Gang Podcast is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, brother? What's up?
What's going on? Good morning, Wolfie. Good morning, Ellison. What's going on?
Good, dog.
Always good to see you, brother.
Always good to see you, man. How do you feel about Shedeur getting named as a alternate for Drake May in this year's Pro Bowl? That
Popularity.
Will be popularity. Okay.
Yeah, to be honest with you, you got to think about it. Like the NFL, what does the NFL want? Money. What do they like? Money. That's why they're one of the only billion-dollar corporations that's a nonprofit organization, which makes absolutely no damn sense. So,
they make profit.
they make tons of money, but for me personally, that is literally about popularity and bringing more people to the stadium. That's all it is. You had a ton of other options, but like Ellison was saying before I came on, I can guarantee you they went to people, and some people were just like, "Nah, I'm straight." Like, you don't get all the way to Shedeur after running through several high-profile people. I do think that that's what they did, and people were just like, nah. And then somebody in the office probably had the foresight to be like, hey, Pro Bowl's about popularity. It's about people who people want to see. Why don't we just go get Shedeur? And I know people are going to look and be like, well, he didn't earn it, and he doesn't deserve. Look, at the end of the day, if Trevor Lawrence said no, If Josh Allen is still crying because he lost the game, not even the AFC Championship, just a divisional game, then why not throw the kid in there? What you got, Wolfie Ben? Somebody got you over there dying.
I was laughing because you said at the end of the day, and me and Pterodome just talked.
Yeah, we were talking about cliche. The most cliche saying is at the end of the day.
We all have one. I say
it is what it is.
I say at the end of the day a lot. I do.
I say, I'm just saying.
Hey, Alex, my boy that lived down the street, Squeaky. He used to always say, "You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean."
Yeah, it's like if you go to California, you know what you're gonna hear a lot.
What?
You feel me? You feel me?
You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? You feel me?
You're gonna hear that a lot. You know,
I always felt that line was like an invitation. I never felt comfortable saying that. Like I've never. I live in Southern Cali. I've never been okay. I know what you're talking about. They do say that, but I've never been okay with. You feel me?
You say whatever the heck you want, man. Please.
People are
that's different. If somebody, at the end of the day, bro, the lingo is the lingo. No matter where you go, believe me, I know and understand it. I've seen it a million times. Like I've been in different places. Like when I went down to the South some years ago, I had to adapt my lingo to match what they were doing because I was saying stuff. They were looking at me like I was out of my damn mind. Like,
you have to down here. You have to down here for sure.
When in Rome, speakers.
And so I literally I was short and stuff. You know, I wasn't trying like too hard, but I would just say the word just the way I would say it. So that way they knew I wasn't trying to, go down there and be disrespectful to the way that they speak. Because people get offended real easily. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, whatever. But the only thing I didn't like about being in the South was being called Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky, you definitely Pretty Ricky, boy. You Pretty Ricky.
It had me wanting to punch everybody under the sun because I'm sitting here. I've already been called a pretty boy for most of my life. People keep, and the minute you get that moniker, people want to try you.
Yeah,
they think that you soft. So now I got to go out here and show you that I'm not soft, and then and actually and have to gain my respect, but. I like these coaching hires are crazy.
It's better than being ugly, Ricky. Nobody wants to be ugly, Ricky.
I don't know what that feels like. I'm sorry. I don't. You know what I'm saying? You see it. The moneymaker is there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Ugly Ricky,
nice, clean beard.
I ain't tripping.
Ugly Ricky or Funky Johnny is never how you want to be remembered.
Parmesan feet Johnny, you don't want to be that guy.
That's never a good one.
I would. Are you one of those type of people that because there's people like that, they adapt to their surroundings. Like they'll whip out like a Southern accent if they go to the South. If they go to the Boston, they whip out a Boston accent out of nowhere. Are you like that kind of type of person where you just kind of adapt to your surroundings like that? Because I do know people like that where they'll go to Texas and all of a sudden they're just a cowboy out of nowhere, and it's like, bro, you say dude and bro, like you're like a surfer guy. What's going on? So I was just wondering if you're like that type of guy.
I adapt to my surroundings, but I don't know. I don't do overkill. I'm not about to walk out there. Like if I go to Texas, I ain't finna have a 10-gallon hat on, some shit kickers with some spurs on, big ass belt. And I'm not doing all that. That's not me. I'm from the West Coast. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Don't ever get it twisted.
And you don't want to do that when your nickname is Pretty Ricky. You don't want to do that.
Pretty Ricky the Cowboy.
Not exactly the greatest combination.
Pretty Ricky the Cowboy started leaning toward Brokeback Mountain.
I don't think
it's like a stripper name.
He's a
stripper name.
No, sir.
The way to get out of that, though,
you got a side hustle.
His name is Pretty Ricky, and he has a move called the helicopter.
Oh,
damn. Okay, all right.
And speaking of popularity, ladies and gentlemen,
coaching podcast.
So how many job opens we have now? 3 left.
I see Cleveland, Las Vegas. The Ravens still open.
No, they hired Jesse Minter last week.
Yeah, they
okay. They got Minter.
And Buffalo just promoted their offensive coordinator to
Joe Brady.
Head coach.
Yeah,
we just good man. Good man.
Oh, so let me give my 2 cents on this whole.
A lot of people are upset about that too.
It's the Kevin Stefanski situation. So Stefanski goes down to Atlanta, and he's happy. Now, one thing that I've noticed here, and just hear me out on this. Stefanski and Shanahan have one thing in common. They like their quarterbacks white.
Okay.
They just do, for the most part. They do. And once again, remember, people, I'm not calling nobody racist in any way, shape, or form. I am saying you have a preference. Okay? I'll give you a prime example. I'll use myself. I prefer.
Fantasy's quarterback is black.
Yeah.
It's Cam Ward. He went there.
What?
He went. Stefanski's the head coach of. Oh, sorry. I was thinking of Titans.
You got the wrong.
Stefanski went to the Falcons and has Penix.
But
Penix is the quarterback.
Isn't there still a white guy there named Kirk Cousins?
Yes.
Who's not going to be the quarterback?
Let me hold. Thank you, Ellison. Do it for me. I'll let Ellison take this one.
I will say this before.
Kyle Shanahan drafted Trey Lance.
I will say both of you are technically right, but Penix has an ACL. I don't know if he'll be ready to start the season. For that reason, Kirk Cousins could start the season next year as a starting quarterback in Atlanta. So both of you are technically right.
So let me help you out, Wolfie, because I know. Let me help you out, Wolfie, because I know you're frustrated here. But let me give you some context.
Because it's frustrating hearing that, man. Like it's not right.
Just let me give you some context. And
let them land the plane. Land the plane.
He's gonna land the plane, very simply put. Okay. Kyle Shanahan, all of the quarterbacks he's been successful with have had one thing in common. They've all been white. That's not a problem. They're all good. Most of the quarterbacks were fairly good. Matt Ryan was awesome. Matt Schaub was a good backup. You know what I'm saying? Look what he did with Mac Jones. Look at the small time that Sam Darnold spent here, and now that man's in the Super Bowl. Look at all of those people. Now, let me give you the other people. Donovan McNabb, Robert Griffin III, and Trey Lance. And this is all Kyle. The reason that I state that is because, number one, Donovan McNabb was only there because Mike Shanahan wanted a vet. They didn't really want Donovan McNabb. Number two, when they drafted Robert Griffin III, that wasn't Kyle and Mike. They didn't want him. They wanted Kirk Cousins. That was Dan Snyder forcing them to draft Robert Griffin III, and we all see what happened. Thirdly, you draft Trey Lance. You give that man not a shot in hell to do anything. You don't build around him. The minute he breaks his foot on a play, because you don't know how to scheme for a black quarterback, why that is, I haven't the faintest idea. But you don't know how to scheme up things for a black quarterback. And then what happens? You go right back to Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt, and now you fall into Brock Purdy. You're saying Brock Purdy is better than everybody. So when it comes to Stefanski is out there, and what did he do? He flat out refused to name the young man a backup. Wouldn't give him this. Hold on before you
like somebody.
I'm landing the plane. Listen to me.
Hurry up, man. Come on.
It's very simple. Because I know where you're going with it. I already know. But what I'm saying is, if you just pay attention to the signs, bro, there's just a preference. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a preference. I like Latin women, okay? That's my preference.
That's right.
But I'm not calling them such. I said they have a preference. I never stated, Ellison,
if you're making about race, you're saying he doesn't want to draft a black quarterback, that's racist.
No,
because
you're not.
Color has
you're
nothing
not.
to do with
You're not understanding what. No, you're not understanding what I'm saying here. Those don't mix. This is oil and water, Wolfie. I am not stating in any way, shape, or form that these guys are racist. I just gave you a simple example of me. And if I am single, which I'm not, I'm happily married. But I'm telling you, if I am single, I will gravitate.
That caveat. Yeah.
That is what I like. That is what I prefer. So these coaches have a preference. Kirk Cousins is getting paid a ridiculous sum of money.
Same as picking a quarterback. Are you sure?
As far as the context,
it is. Picking a quarterback, it's not the same.
I mean, y'all can say it's crazy talk all you want. And I know I've been on Cali feel that way, but I'm just saying, look at the success they've had. and look at who their quarterbacks are, and look at the people that they did have that were black, and watch the failure come about. It's just a situational thing, man. That's all it is. I'm not saying nobody racist. I never stated that, and I would never say that. You know why? Because Kyle Shanahan got a lot of black people jobs. I know he has, because they poach from our coaching tree year after year. Do they not, TD?
That is true.
Every year.
Yeah. We had so many minority hires. They go back and change the rule. They say, you're putting too many of those guys in this league.
I just stated at quarterback, that's the preference. That's not a big deal. It's not wrong. We can move on from it, but I'm just stating, I'm giving you facts to show why. That's why I presented the argument. But I think that I think he's going down there to get Kirk Cousins to stay as quarterback. Plus, Kirk Cousins getting paid a ridiculous sum of money. Ain't no way you're gonna offload that contract to nobody. So think about that.
Yeah, Kirk is paper boy now. Kirk
he getting paper. He getting stupid paper. I just want to know who his agent is, because his agent deserves a gold medal.
Dave
Mulligata. Paid every time, baby. Every time.
Dave Mulligata is his agent.
Yeah, Mulligata. Hey, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, baby. That's what Kirk Cousins is about. You saw him with the chains in Minnesota.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Wolfie, you want to go before me?
My only, it's just, I want to keep this as small as possible, short as possible. That doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Because Brock Purdy, you're being like, oh, but he gave Brock Purdy is better than every quarterback Kyle Shanahan has ever had. He deserves that job. He earned that job. It's not because the color of his skin, it was what Kyle Shanahan preferred. He earned that shit. He worked hard for it. Trey Lance had multiple opportunities to make it happen. He couldn't do it. And if you think a quarterback is better than Trey Lance, you're going to take the quarterback that's better than Trey Lance. That is just a fact.
So let me ask you this.
It has nothing to do with the color of his skin.
Okay, let me ask you this. You're going to tell me that right now, but Trey Lance got no real chances to even start. Shedeur Sanders was sitting there. The man wouldn't even name him. Hold on. The man wouldn't even name him.
No, you're lying now because you're saying he didn't have a chance when he did. That's bullshit.
What chance did he have?
He had a whole offseason
to
himself. He was supposed to be the starter. And then throughout that entire starter situation, if Trey Lance was better than Brock Purdy, even if Trey Lance got hurt, Kyle Shanahan would have brought him back and said, okay, this guy is better than Brock Purdy. He had his opportunity. He had a whole offseason to see what he can do under Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan said, I can't do it, but Brock Purdy's better. And he did earn that. Brock Purdy is better.
I'm not saying Brock Purdy is not.
And for Kyle gives Debo, who I don't really want to talk about this too long, but like Debo's black. Ayuk is black. He stood up for both those guys to a T. So like, why does the wide receiver position have to be different than the quarterback position here? Why does Kyle Shanahan treat the quarterback position than the wide receiver position? Your only logic here between the two is the quarterback position is supposed to be an high IQ situation. So what you're saying is Kyle Shanahan doesn't think that black people have the IQ to be quarterback, which is absolute bullshit.
See, you're getting a little too deep into it, Wolfie. I need you to
That's the only difference. That's the only difference between wide receiver and quarterback.
My guy, take it down a notch, brother. I see you got you riled up.
I'm heated. I'm heated because it's bullshit.
Listen to me. I ain't mean to get you all riled up, bro. Don't get so upset.
No, you did my job for me.
I'm just telling you. All I'm doing is telling you is simply a preference. Once again, this is why I preface my comments by saying, hold on. Because that's what they like, bro. That's it. That's the end of the discussion.
You can't have what he likes just because. Oh, I like. So literally, the argument is, I like the way a white quarterback looks on the field than a black guy.
His preference is such. His history proves it.
I rest my case.
Moving on rapidly, though. It's okay, man. It's all right. You just didn't understand where I was going with it. I kept saying the 5, 6, 8, 9 million times that I never stated either one of them was racist. I never said that, and I never implied such in my words. Not at all. Not at all. But at the end of the day, hey, if that's what you took from that, you got to take a step back and understand what I'm saying. Everybody has a preference. Put it like this: for Kyle Shanahan's offensive line, does he just like a good old fashioned hog molly do? No. You've got to be athletic. You must be able to move and shift. You must be able to run that zone concept to be on his offensive line. So Kyle Shanahan at that point will look at you and go, I don't care what your skin color is. If you can't move, you don't need to be on my line. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I mean, look, I'm with you on that one now, Callie. Now that look, we here on that, brother. You know, I ain't got no.
I prefer thick in the waist and pretty in the face.
Callie, we talking the same language, baby.
Papa J said to think that
like
Lance had any shot being a starting quarterback is outrageous. He did horrible with the 49ers, the Cowboys, and he's not doing well with the Chargers. How many more chances does the guy need?
No, he don't need no more chances. I'm not stating to give Trey Lance any more chances. I just felt that when he was here, that wasn't the case. But as far as the coaching thing, I honestly think that Stefanski will do better, and he will be able to coach up Kirk Cousins a little bit better because Kirk Cousins is going to fit more of the scheme that he wants to run. You know, and I didn't mean to rile you up, Wolfie. I wasn't trying to hurt you or offend you in any way, brother. You're a good dude. I want you to understand that. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to know I'm not stating what you think I'm saying. Because if I was, because TD will tell you, I ain't got no problem telling people how I feel. Look at how
we know beyond the shadow of a doubt how Dion feels. Ellison, you got something chiming in. Go ahead, young brother.
I mean, I hear where Dion's coming from. I hear you. I understand it. I'm not saying you wrong at all because there are coaches and there are people in the front office and ownership that prefer their people looking a certain way at certain positions. That is very much true. That is a reality of a lot of sports, not just the NFL or pro football. But in this case with Stefanski, I don't know. I can't go that far as to say he doesn't want a black quarterback or a quarterback of color. I just don't think he prefers Shedeur. I just don't.
He didn't.
He did have Shedeur, Deshaun Watson. He's had other black quarterbacks there as well in Cleveland during his time there. So I can't go that far as Stefanski. I just think he just didn't want Shedeur. I think Shedeur was driven on him, put on him for whatever reason by ownership.
Oh, so that it's a Kyle and Mike situation in Washington. They didn't want RG3, but he was forced.
They didn't want RG3. Yeah,
I got you. Okay,
it's not that they didn't like RG3, but he wasn't their first choice if they had to take a quarterback that year in the draft. So Wolfie, I understand both sides. I understand both of you guys. But in Stefanski's case, I don't think race played a part here. Now, I will agree with you. We get into the summertime and Michael Penix is 100% ready to go in training camp, and we got a quarterback competition, and all of a sudden Kirk Cousins is named the starter. Now we have another conversation. But until that happens, I don't think Stefanski. I think that's a little bit overdrawn.
Okay,
I agree with that. If you can give me some, if we go into the Atlanta Falcons, right, and we go into the offseason, Penix comes back, and there's this same shit that you saw from Shedeur with the whole Shedeur stuff with the Browns, and the same thing's happening with the Falcons, then that's a trend. Then there's an issue here, especially since the fact that he chose to go there, right? He chose to, it's not like the Shedeur's forced upon him, right? Or anything, or wherever it may be. He chose to have these quarterbacks.
Yeah, you know who the guy was.
Yeah.
So if you start to notice the favoritism towards Kirk Cousins and like, oh, Penix may not even be the backup, or like the ignoring, completely thinking like Penix is oblivious, he has no shot or anything like that, then I'll be like, okay, you got some evidence here, because then there's this trend of this guy constantly trying to shove the black quarterback back. You know what I mean?
But let's not get out of the realm of possibility or actually reality. There are a lot of situations throughout the league to where people of higher standard want someone looking a certain way at certain positions. The New York Giants and Dallas Cowboys have not had a predominantly black quarterback for I don't know how long now. So I think that is not out of necessity or out of the roster.
I was like, Dak's black.
Let's just say
Yeah, he pretty black.
He's black.
Okay, dude, no. Ellison had me crying. His facial expression.
Yeah, that.
Let's just
Like, I want
say-
to put a little stamp in
Boy's
his
name
car.
is Dakota.
He ain't the blackest of black, but he black nonetheless.
Boy's name is Dakota Rain. Okay,
Yeah, but if he-
His name's Dakota.
Yeah,
If
he's
he put it to you like this,
latte.
if he is black. If he gets pulled over by the cops, he's a black man. Okay, fine and dandy. Y'all are right. But at the same time, it's not like Jerry Jones putting somebody who looks like Tyreek Hill back there at quarterback either.
Oh,
Let's keep that up
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
So-
Lamar Jackson ain't. No,
No,
Is he like best friends with Deion Sanders and
No, listen to me. This
He's
is
not
another situation.
cornrow.
No.
Yeah.
It's not. Full Rob Parker is crazy.
has to be
I'm
cornrow black.
I'm gonna ask y'all this question because I'm curious to know what do y'all think about Saleh going to Tennessee?
Well, he just picked up a good OC. He's got
Brian
Dayball coming.
Dayball's gonna be his OC.
They got some draft capital. It wasn't the ideal place. I did the matrix of looking at ideal spots, and it ranked middle of the way down. And as we see, the last three spots are Arizona, Miami, and Vegas, and that's how my scale kind of rated to. And Cleveland, Cleveland is down there too.
But did y'all hear what Cleveland got these people doing? Personality tests and all kinds of ignorant crap. Like what, bro? This is why you ain't gonna get nobody to do the job. They don't want to do
They
all
go
that.
Cleveland. Cleveland go Cleveland.
They gotta do
that don't make
And
no sense.
And at the end of the day, he's probably gonna get fired in another couple of years.
I'm not, all the openings that you had this off season. I don't necessarily know if you go actually get the prime candidate you want for. You should have probably just kept who you had in a lot of these positions, a lot of these situations.
Outside of the Giants, I think the Giants moving on was something they needed to do. That just wasn't. Dayball wasn't doing much of nothing. I mean,
they got front office issues more than coaching issues in New York.
True.
That's just me.
I thought that owner's terrible.
I thought Saleh was head and shoulders ideal fit for Pittsburgh. I really did. I
Pittsburgh
thought,
and Ravens. I thought both those.
I saw Pittsburgh.
That's a good one, Wolfie. You're right.
I saw Pittsburgh more, just a little. Not saying you're wrong, but I just saw Pittsburgh a little bit more young, defensive minded. They went that way, basically with Kyle Tomlin, even all the way back to Chuck Noll. Like they're always the 30+ defensive minded head coaches. I thought Saleh was tailor made for Pittsburgh. Baltimore's not a bad option either, but I thought he was tailor made for Pittsburgh, honestly. But and going back to Mike McCarthy now as being that coach, we'll see.
Yeah, we haven't got Terradon's reaction to that yet. That's right.
Yeah.
It's Mike McCarthy, man. He gets a lot of. If you think about it, he's been associated with nothing but some of the best organizations in all of football. He came out of the 49ers organization. He went to the Packer organization, the Cowboys, and now a Steeler. If anybody gets bites out of the apple, it's Mike McCarthy.
He's been
you like it? You like this move?
No. I'm just saying some people get nice, landing spots, while others have to go to Tennessee. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say this for Mike McCarthy. What he just did was he solidified a job for at least the next 15 years because the Steelers don't move on from coaches.
He ain't gonna be there 15 years. True. That man's 60+ years old. He gonna be there 15 years.
Well, I'm just saying he solidified himself a job until they basically kick him out.
Yeah, probably.
Or until he has a heart attack. One of the two.
It's a stable organization. I mean, they're known for their stability and their forethought.
Look, so for the Giants with them hiring Harbaugh, I think it works. Honestly, with Harbaugh, I think the situation was very simple.
I think it's more about culture.
His message was old, it was stale, and the Ravens were tired of it. along with the fact that you had Lamar all them years and you never got to the Super Bowl and you never won one. So it's that was probably the reason that John Harbaugh is in New York now. New York has a pretty stout defense. He can do some things with them. And all he has to do is focus on getting that offensive line to actually protect Jackson Dart. And he's got himself a nice little three-headed monster. You got Dart, you got Scatterboo, you got Neighbors.
Yeah.
Like,
You got
all you got to do is get you a solid tight end and get you a good number 2 receiver.
He still got to get a quarterback.
You can start turning things around in the NFC East, which we all know is the easy.
You say need a quarterback?
He still need to get. They still need to find a quarterback.
You don't think
you don't like Dart? You don't think Dart's guy?
You don't like Dart?
I think once you collapse that pocket on Dart and stack that box, he's a lot like a lot of young running quarterbacks, man. You can only get by with athleticism until a certain point in time, and you're going to have to find a way to use your brain and throw people open, throw the ball downfield, extend drives, and I have not yet to see him do that. And yes, granted, he's a rookie. I didn't see that at all at Ole Miss, and I think he still has a long way to go in the passing game.
Okay.
Yeah. His problem is that he just I like the talent and stuff like that. I think I don't know if I necessarily agree. Like he runs and stuff like that. I do agree. Like you said, he's a rookie. He needs time to develop to get better at that, recognize those reads and stuff like that. Like my problem, I agree with you. The problem is he just takes hits. That's my issue. He's going to keep concussions. He's already has like 3 already. He doesn't take care of his body. That's my issue with Jackson Dart. I like the way he throws the ball. I like some of the decisions he makes. He's got the ability. I'm not saying Lamar talent, but it's up there. He's got that ability to really make a play on with his legs. He's got the arm. The problem is just like he doesn't take care of his body. He's willing to sacrifice his, like him and Scatterbo. It's great. It's great TV, but it's like they push each other to the limit of like, oh, I can take a bigger hit. No, I can take a bigger hit. And so they just help each other become worse of themselves.
I'm not sure he has the arm. I haven't seen that consistently with the arm talent yet. That's a question mark for me. Does he have the potential? Sure, but I have to see it. I don't know. I don't know about that yet.
Papa J asks, what head coaches are available for a job in 2026? I'm assuming that he's looking at Cleveland, Vegas, and Arizona. Who do y'all like for these final 3 positions? If you have somebody out there, who do you think that they're going to?
Well, from what I understand, Clint Kubiak is getting one of these. I'm not sure which one.
Oh, guaranteed, automatic. Yeah, they just waiting until the Super Bowl is over because they can't talk to him before then. He's getting one of those 3 openings.
And I think
he's going to be a Raiders.
Davis Webb, the OC, the quarterback coach in Denver, he's getting one of them too. The other one, I don't know.
You said Winfield from Denver?
No, Davis Webb.
Webb.
Okay. Davis Webb. Yeah.
Oh, so you know what? I'm gonna say this, and this may shock a lot of people. I like Clay Kubiak to the Raiders, and here's why. They ain't never had a good offensive mind in years, and Clay is actually.
You're talking about Josh McDaniels. He's great.
Yeah, and look, in New England where the system actually works for a change because it don't work nowhere damn else. I don't know why, but he can't. Yeah. He couldn't do it in Indy. He couldn't do it with the Raiders, and I think he pulled out of another previous head coaching job because he just couldn't do it. But I'll say this: I think him with the Raiders is going to be great if you get the proper defensive coordinator, and you can get you. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would say, well, look. Okay, I was saying wherever Saleh went, he should have grabbed Mike McDaniel. That's what I would have been doing. If I was Saleh, I'd have been calling Mike. I'd have been, hey, look, come on with me. Because you have to think about that. If you put Saleh and you put Mike McDaniel together, that's a serious 1-2 punch.
Harbaugh went to the Chargers. I mean, McDaniel went to the Chargers.
He went to the Chargers. I'm gonna tell you.
I think he was on the phone with him as soon as they fired him.
Let me say this about the Chargers too. The Chargers had the same issue that the Niners do, bro. Consistent injuries year in and year out. The only issue with the Chargers is it's always their O-line. We have it everywhere. It don't matter who it is, what position it is. Hell, you could be the towel boy and tear your ACL on our team. That's just how bad it is. But with the Chargers, their O-line is always the place that they get injured. I don't know why.
Which brings us to our topic du jour here. I call it Substation Zero. Gentlemen, this has legs. Joe Rogan's talking about it. A lot of people are talking about it. That substation is messing up my ball players. That's the long and short of. Nobody could tell me anything else. I said, was it the diets? Is it the stretching? Is it something? They said it's something in the air. Those low modulation sub-frequency electromagnetic field over there near Levi's, that big old substation is putting out too many amps, and it's tearing the collagen and some of the breaking down the ligaments and the giving weakness to tendons, and our stuff's 6 times the rate of the average injury report for the NFL. Something is wrong. Something's amiss.
Wait a minute, hold on.
You're making my eye twitch, dude.
No, you serious, right? It's a real.
No, this is a real report that people have come out with. Yes, people have tried to find evidence to give this legs. Let me say this, and this is exactly how I feel about this. Since Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have been here, we have been one of the most injured teams in the top 10, at least top 5 that are alive. In injuries every year. And you know why that is? Because they don't know how to hire a proper training staff. They ain't got nothing to do with no electrical substation and all that crap. It's the fact that they suck at hiring training staff. The people in place right now do hockey. What in the hell does hockey have to do with football? Not a damn thing. Okay? Like they don't know how to hire the proper training staff to keep these players healthy. I don't think this has any real legs. I've heard the situation. I've seen all the evidence. To me, I don't think that makes any difference. I feel like there's 2 things. One, they can't hire a training staff to save their life since they've been here. Everybody would agree with that. And 2, stop drafting injury-prone players. When you know they got an injury history, maybe that should be a red flag. Maybe you should listen to your scouts when they told your dumb ass not to draft Solomon Thomas and you did it anyway. Maybe you should listen to your scouts when they tell you. You said what?
That was because of talent, not injury prone, though.
Talent?
Injury prone. Yeah.
What talent?
They draft. It was lack of talent that made him
talent for them.
Well, no. I wasn't correlating it to that. I was just throwing that in, because it's just it don't make no sense. No. Yeah, no. It literally is just a situation where they do not know how to hire proper training staff to keep these guys healthy. It has been the most annoying thing since we've been, since we've even been at Levi's for that matter. But it just doesn't make sense. But to me, I don't know. I give up on this electrical substation. I just think that it's incompetency between John and Kyle of not understanding how to hire the proper people to keep these people healthy. There are teams that go through years where they don't have, injuries this crazy. You're going to have little banged up stuff here and there and whatnot. No, Pearsall was injured in college. Do your homework, Callie. Yes, he was.
He got injured. I think he got injured one time. That was at the end of the year, right? In the shoulder injury.
But what I'm saying is a lot of our draft picks have injury history. Look, okay, I'll give you
Kinlaw.
Kinlaw did. Yeah.
Oh no, I'll give you one thing right now. I don't know why he's still here, and I wish they'd get him gone. Yetur Gross-Matos. That man spent more time on the sidelines than he do on the field. I'm tired.
I wanted that guy to work out so bad.
Plays, tear his knee up, and then he ain't playing for 6 weeks. That's stupid.
So
I can't. 49ers Red Zone says I got hurt at the stadium.
So I want to add on top of what Dion had to say here, because I do agree. I think the subject, everyone knows this. I think it's so come on, dude. Chase Senior, I hate you for even pushing this out there. I blame Chase Senior, by the way.
Man, he made a compelling argument.
Okay, so without thinking it's ridiculous and just being serious about it, I will take this seriously if you told me that the people, because yes, the athletes are getting injured, but what about the employees? Because there's employees around that area too, and I promise you, there's employees around that area that work out, that push their body, that do all those things. Are they tearing their ACLs? Are they tearing their Achilles? Are they doing all those things? Or is it just players? If it's just players, then no.
They don't play football though, Wolfie. I mean,
you're still running. you're still making cuts. You're still like I bet you there's rock climbers. I bet you there's sprinters. I bet you there's all those things. And if you have soft tissue problems, you're gonna tear something. That means there's more than just because it's not just football. Like you just run and suddenly you tear your ACL.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if you told me, show me evidence of other people who work out or around there, who live there, who push their bodies and they tear their ACLs a lot, then I'd be like, okay, well then obviously there's something going on, because then it's more than just players. It's the people surrounded by it. And then it's like, okay, whatever. But from what I hear, it's just players. So I cannot subscribe to that, because I need more evidence than just players getting hurt, because this thing's been around since 1988, and the 49ers have not been this most injury prone team forever. And to add on to the whole to what Kyle Shanahan being here for the very first since being here, we've been like the most injury prone team ever, right? I just saw a post from Dre Greenlaw. He was in an interview, and he says, and it contradicts everything you hear about Kyle's work, because I hear Kyle's practices are hard. They're difficult. They push you to the limit. That's what I hear. Dre Greenlaw says otherwise. He says he wants you fresh. They don't push. Sean Payton pushes you harder than Kyle Shanahan. That's what Dre Greenlaw says. So Dre Greenlaw is saying that practices are soft. Is what he's saying. So if that's the case, I'm confused now. Like, is it because the practices are hard, and also the training? I do agree the training staff is stupid. Get yourself some football training staff. Fix that shit. That's stupid.
Thank you.
Well, I got Chase Sr. up here by the aforementioned. He said this is a big development. When Levi's Stadium opened, the electrical substation next to the 49ers field and stadium expanded, making it more powerful with potential 2,000% increase in capability. Many have shut down the 49ers injury EMF theory sayings, but this is what it was. Before 2014, it looked like the old Tasman substation. After that, it increased its capacity by 2,000%, and it's now that bigger substation now. So all I'm saying is something needs to be looked into. A study needs to be done. And why isn't the NFL Player Association, that union, down there stomping down somebody's guts? You're paying those dues and you're giving that money to the NFL Players Association. If this was happening at any other workplace, the union should have been out there and they should have had OSHA involved. That's what I'm saying. Studies need to be done. Something's wrong. Something wrong.
I agree. Like, okay. So there's one thing about the substation where I'm all for, if you want to just do it for the sake of doing it, so that way we just get it out of the way. If you want to move the damn practice field away from it, and I'm not going to complain. I'd be like, okay, well, it's something. They're doing something different. I think it's ridiculous. But hey, who knows? I could be completely wrong, and it actually is the case. So just do it. It's too much. Like, I did say it was ridiculous. I know, and it sounds like I'm contradicting myself here, but it's like, do anything at this point. If you wanted to move the practice field away, and I think it's ridiculous, not true, but it happens to work out, then guess what? It worked out. They moved, and they're no longer like injury prone and stuff like that. Do it. You need to do something different. Fire that training staff, get a new one. Okay. You need to assess your practices. Are they too soft? Are they too hard? And if you can, move the practices. I want you to do everything, even if it's crazy. Like Terradome said, go get yourself a priest, a monk, whatever it may be, to exorcist out the demons that's on the practice field.
He said, let them go walk on the field, whatever you got to do, just go ahead.
If we can't keep having these injuries, not at 6 times the rate of the average NFL team, that is something there. I mean, I know football's a valid sport, as 49ers Red Zone said. It is a very valid sport. People get hurt every year. They're going to be ACL tests, but at the precipitous rate, I like that word, that we're doing it, something's
different. Yeah, that's way
31 others are averaging 2 Achilles tear, and we are averaging 7. Something's different. Something wrong.
I mean, hell, the only thing I would say is, and when I stated don't draft injury prone players, is because we've drafted a lot. I can't give you the list right now. I don't have it off the top of my head. I have to go back to my notes. But we have drafted a lot of players who have injury history, and it's bad. Nick Bosa, oddly enough, had an injury history.
Oh yeah,
we lost him, and we lost him twice to an ACL tear. So you can't say he ain't injury prone, because hey, we lost him for 2 years during this for the same situations. So with football, yes, it's a violent sport. Yes, most people are playing injured in some way, shape, or form, as far as like you just having normal ailments in your body. Any player will tell you that. I mean, I think George Kittle likened playing a football game to the aftermath to feeling like you've been in a car crash, because you're just banging bodies and banging the ground and all that stuff all day long. It's different. So me personally, I agree with you, Wolfie. Get a new training staff, figure it out, do it right. But I did want to ask you something, Wolfie.
Sure.
How you feeling, man? We're going into final year of Kyle Shanahan's contract, and there have been no extension talks, which is making me very happy. But
you're not a fan of Kyle. If
no, not by any stretch of the imagination. Everyone knows that. But here's I'm asking you.
You called him the worst coach the 49ers ever had. I'll never forget that.
Technically, for a period of time, his record in the regular season did dictate that he was such. I did don't. You could do that all you want. That's a fact. You can't argue a fact, Wolfie. You can't. Before this past season, Kyle Shanahan, by record, was the worst head coach the 49ers had ever had. You can look it up.
Doesn't mean
I'm lying.
Tom Sula, man.
No. Listen to me. I'm saying overall record. How long was Tom Sula here? He didn't even have time.
Well, that's not fair.
That's not the same comparison at
all. Tom Sula was pretty bad.
It's fake. No.
Mike
Singletary pretty bad too. So I'm looking at overall performance, time, and record for someone who's actually had time here. If you're talking about the worst head coach we've had, of course, Tom Sula would definitely be by far that.
Tom Sula farted at the press conference.
I'm measuring it off of. I'm not measuring it off of me just saying this dude was just garbage. I'm measuring it off of you actually being here for a period of time and having the opportunity to say, I've been here for a long period of time. This is my record. By his record, that was the case. The other thing I was saying is, I'm asking you this question with this caveat. If Mike McDonald wins a Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks this year, Kyle Shanahan will literally fall to the third best coach in the NFC West by default, because Sean's got one and Mike's got one. And now that's and Nick Sirianni's got one, even though he's not in our division. These three coaches did it in less time than Kyle Shanahan has had, and he's had 2 appearances. So tell me what you think about that. That's a big indictment. These other people have done it in shorter spans of time. They've been able to get the job done, and you have not. And you've had 9 years. So all the excuses of I had to build my team, I need to find McCoy, all those things have happened. And he's been there twice, and he's not gotten the job done. How would you feel about that? If you're looking at it and you're an owner, are you giving Kyle Shanahan a new contract?
Yeah, he's good. He's good at his job. Did he not just have a coach of the year freaking year this year? Is he not a candidate for coach of the year? You want to get rid of a coach of the year that outperformed his expectations immensely, like tenfold? Like, that's crazy, dude. I understand.
He did have.
I understand the Mike McDonald wins one and Sean McVay wins one. He's the third. I don't care if he's the fourth. If he's good at his job and he does things, he outperforms, and he does his thing, that's fine. I'm not going to get rid of Kyle Shanahan and then hope for the best that I get a top 10 coach. Hope that I get a top 5 coach right now. Like there is no option out there for that, especially if Kyle Shanahan gets fired next year and he's no longer coach. I don't see a offensive or defensive mastermind becoming available within that time frame. Also, Yes,
You never know.
He
Never know.
may.
You never know.
But there's nothing on the board as of right now. Nothing's popping off as top 5, top 10. If anything, they're all being poached right now. So,
who knows what's going to happen 2 years from now, 3 years?
Yeah, a year from now. But
yeah,
what he does and what he brings to this team is culture that these players respect and love. Not to mention, he brings in players. Yeah, there's injury-prone players, stuff like that, but they bring in the right players with the right mindset. I love this fucking team. This year, we may have lost in the divisional round, but I've never been more happier with my team. I have never been more happier with the fight, the culture, the energy. It's been great. Despite all the injuries, despite all the problems, it's been phenomenal. You cannot just get rid of a coach just because Mike McDaniel so happens to win a Super Bowl. Like, that's not how that works. That's crazy. Then everyone fires their coach when Bill Belichick won
No. See, once again, I feel like I'm speaking a foreign language to you, Wolfie. I think you'd be taking me out of context a lot. I'm
You're saying he should be fired.
No. I'm not stating that. I just said I wouldn't give him another contract. I'll let him stay for this year, but I don't know what you're doing this year.
Same thing.
I'd let him finish it out, but me personally, I am sorry. With your resume, with the monikers that you are provided, with everything that you have done, I have seen coaches fired for less. And you can't tell me that I'm lying on that because I can list.
Don't make the Super Bowl. Don't make the NFC championships. Don't do those things.
Listen to me.
I have, dude, 1,000 times. You told me already that Kyle Shanahan is this guy, and he has the worst record.
He's in the ceiling.
Hold on. He has the worst record between longest tenured coaches. You know how many there are in San Francisco, man? That's that long? Not that many, bro. It's like saying he's worse than Bill Walsh. Okay. Wow.
Hold on, let me welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. Going for the first time, Papa J in the What's up, Papa J?
What's up, guys?
How you be?
I hope you guys can hear me. Can you hear me?
Oh, we hear you. Yes, you got right. Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, Dion, I gotta ask you this. How are you going to say that he is one of the worst 49er coaches when he's the third best winning coach in 49er history? That's topping Mariucci here.
So no, what I stated was for one year, he was the worst 49ers head coach based off of his overall record in the tenure that he had. That's all I said. Now listen to me. 2024? Yes. He was literally by his record. Why? Okay, why when I give you a fact, you run away?
No, but 2024. You know who else? You know who else was bad?
You know what? I will literally. You know what I will do?
Bill Walsh.
This show, because this is TD show, and I need to shut the F up and stop taking over. I'm gonna say this. I will invite you and Wolfie on. Y'all both can come on to my show. I will gladly bring you on, and y'all can give me every reason that Kyle Shanahan is God on wheels, and I can give y'all every reason that he's not. What I'm saying is, for 1 year, and this once again is a fact. I don't know why you guys get upset. It's very simple. The man had a record that was sub 500, and he was not and by record at that point in time in history. That is what I'm stating. I'm not saying now. I'm not saying in the future. I'm saying
why does that moment matter? In 2020, why is one season out of 8 great ones where he was fantastic?
What? Kyle Shanahan has had 3 years of consistency here, bro. Don't do that.
In 2018, he had to rebuild the team. He brought it down, brought it back. 2019 goes to the Super Bowl. Literally, injuries are literally the thing.
And here come the excuses.
It was that substation.
It's not an excuse. In 2024, that's a fact, bro. If you want to say, it's an excuse, they are literally the number 1 most injured team in 2024. Tragic events.
We were just injured crazily this year, and he did great. So what happened all the other years we were injured?
It was that substation.
All those things. The worst luck known to man. And you're going to say 2024 is an indictment on what he did after everything?
I never said it was an indictment. I just gave you a simple fact, sir.
Here's a simple fact.
I'm going to make a command decision right now. You know who need to get fired? That substation.
Get that substation out of here. Okay?
I think all of our problems is that substation. Go ahead, Alex.
Let me just chime in real quick. I know this is 49ers based, 49ers centric. I'm the outsider looking in. And I cannot believe I'm gonna say this like Wolfie said earlier. I agree with Wolfie for the first time in life.
Hold
I
on. I gotta put an air horn up.
And
This is pinpoint.
Hey man.
Whoa.
we got more snow than most ice than snow outside. So yeah, some things are going on that paranormal activity going on. But I will say this: I don't think Kyle's going anywhere. I see, if anything, an off season of an extension coming. He did a masterful job this year. I had my personal issues with Kyle and Mike, from their days here in DC, but from the totality of his resume and what happened and transpired this year, he's going to get in a contract extension. Oh, I like to crawl. I think he's going to get a contract extension, and I think he's going to be, you guys as head coach for the next few years. I don't see him going. I hate to say it, Dion, but he did a good job. Before
he did.
Yeah.
I gave him his flowers for this year too. By the way, I did not state anything negative about him. I said he did a great job this year. Yeah, but the caveat I gave to everybody when they jumped on this train and put him up there and exalted him, you know what I'm saying? Put him on the pedestal. I said, y'all know we had lots of other years we were injured, and this was not the case. So we can't make it seem as if he does this all the time. And the reason that I state what I stated as far as Kyle,
but he is very good though. He is a good coach compared to some of the other ones out there you could have. He's been very good for a long time.
Yeah, but my thing is when people give him overabundance of consistency, like Wolfie said, for 8 years he's been great. No, he hasn't. He ain't been great for 8 years because Kyle Shanahan had 3 years of consistency that started in 2021. And it went to 2024.
19.
After that, those were his years where we were in the NFC Championship and I believe we went to the Super Bowl one of those years. So that was not a situation where Kyle has had this just overwhelming consistency that everybody keeps giving him. So for me, my biggest thing is everybody will say, players were injured or this or that. So y'all don't take that into account in looking at an overall assessment of a head coach. Y'all just say, hey, it was a down year. If that's the case, then why did Jeff Fisher continually get jobs when his teams were horrible damn near every time he put them on the field? All I'm saying is, I will actually put this indictment. This is a real indictment. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm going to move off Shanahan. It's the Yorks. They care about money. They don't care about winning. And the reason I can tell you that is because with Eddie D, 5-0. With the Yorks, 0-3. You do the math. It's very simple. They care about asses and seats. And you can keep Kyle here because what does Kyle do? Kyle gives you hope. Every other year, Kyle going to fall off. And then he's going to have 1 year where he looks great. And then everybody's going to be like, ooh, Kyle.
Every other year he falls off, everybody's going to be like,
But the owners and coaches don't play. The players play. And it's what
I'm saying is you got to care about winning because if you are now at a point where you are 0-3 in Super Bowls and you ain't looking at that going, damn, what the hell can I do to get this damn thing right? Like it's not making sense. The ownership definitely got to take some kind of accountability because you have to want that. See, Jerry don't want to win. I can tell you that right now. Jerry Jones don't want to win the Super Bowl. He just wanted to be about it. Jerry Jones is the Diddy of the NFL. He wants everybody to talk about him. That's how he feels.
I think he wants to win. He's just bullheaded and doing it. He wants to win. But Jerry,
can I ask?
Go ahead, brother.
Can I ask this? Do you think George Seifert was a great coach?
He wasn't great, but he was good. He was pretty good.
He's the most winning coach in 49er history over Bill Walsh.
Wow. 2 Super Bowls.
Yes. He had 2 Super Bowls, but 1 as a head coach. 1 as a head coach. Out of the 12 years he was there, he only won 1 Super Bowl. And he only
No. He won 2. He won 2.
No, I thought he only won.
Yeah, you're right. As a
He won
head coach.
He won that one.
You're right.
We beat the dog crap out of them boys down in Louisiana, 55-10. I was at the daggone. I was betting Sweet D. I ain't gonna say his name on the air, but you remember who I bet him $50. We beat him by 35, and we beat him by 45. I remember Seifert was the head coach on that one.
Mm-hmm. Did you get interest on that? So, like, since it was 45, did you get like extra money? Did you get some? Hey, man, I beat you by. You got to throw in a couple dollars.
Man, that was the largest Super Bowl victory margin. I think it still stands.
I think it still stands. Yeah.
The ball ain't hit the ground the whole night, Allison. We couldn't.
I was young, but I remember that night, and it was over early. Sure.
Boy, I was drinking old English 800 back then.
Gee, woo, you took it back, bro. You know about that 08 Papa J?
I was there.
You know about that 08, boy?
I remember that.
It was flowing that night, boy. Couldn't miss.
Question for the panel, and I'm gonna shift and navigate away from the Shanahan talk for a minute, but Mr. Mendoza coming out of Indiana, is he the number? I'm guessing Wolfie loves the guy.
That's Mendoza, bro.
He's crazy about some Mendoza.
I
He's
love
good.
Mendoza, bro.
He's good. He's good.
Sorry, what's your question? What's your question? Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, that's your guy. That's your guy. And we differ on draft picks for sure, but I think at his apex, he will be a better Jared Goff. Am I wrong? That's my question.
No, I like that. No, I like that.
I'll say this. The last time, and TD, I don't know if you know this or not, the last time the Raiders had a Latin quarterback, he was pretty damn good. I can't remember that dude's name, but I think he won the Super Bowl too. I can't remember his name.
They had Plunkett. Well, they had a Latin head coach.
That's who it was. There we go. It wasn't the player, it was a head coach.
Plunkett,
You're right.
Plunkett was more Native American featured guy.
And they had Jeff Garcia too for a little while. So
that's true. So,
no, man, Jeff Garcia. Look, Jeff Garcia, by all accounts,
Jeff Garcia went to the Raiders.
Latin due to
but he going number one. He's going number one.
He's going number one. Raiders fans love him, bro.
He's going number one for sure. I just don't know if this was the 24 draft, he would be the 6th or 7th best quarterback in that draft. That's all I'm saying. And so in the 24 draft, with Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix and all those guys that came out, what was that, 24?
20. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, though. I know what draft.
Yeah, 24. Yeah, 24. You're right.
24 draft, 24 season.
He would go behind Penix. He would go behind all those quarterbacks in that draft.
He had a really good year.
I don't know about Penix and Bo Nix or JJ McCarthy.
He had a really good year, man.
He's a good quarterback. I just don't know if this is me. I think the best player in the country, or who I would take. I don't know if I take him one, but the guy that I think is Bain.
Ruben
Bain.
He's got the name, the talent.
Ruben is my dude, man. It's all about the youth.
There's a kid
he'll go very, very high. He'll probably be number 2.
Yeah, there's a kid at Texas Tech, defensive end named David Bailey.
He's good.
He's very good too. So
he's good, and they got a tackle in Clemson. I think it's TJ Perry. Peter Woods.
Yeah, I got a question for Wolfie and for Papa J and you too, Ellison. You're on the outside looking in, but you hang with us Niners enough to start understanding the team. Who would you go with in the first round for the 49ers? I really do want to know where you would go because I want to see where everybody's head is at as far as what we need to address because we got a lot of holes. Position-wise, if you're using, hold on, let me say it like this: if you're using the first round pick and if you're trading the first round pick.
Ooh.
Now what? Now, yes. See, now I got the wheels turning. Now I need to know. Go ahead, Papa J. What if you were picking? Who would you take? If you were trading, who would you trade that number 1 pick for to bring in and help us be better?
And to be clarified, what pick do we have?
We're 27.
We're in the 20s.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
back
we're
there.
in the 20s somewhere. That's all
27.
you have to say. We in the 20s.
So 27th then.
Man, we are so depleted in a lot of positions because of age. I really would like to get an offensive lineman, but considering that there are a lot of offensive linemen in this draft, I'm going to have to go with a wide receiver, a fast wide receiver that can get open. That's one thing that's going to help out our running game is getting that wide receiving room a little more hefty, faster. Is going to help out our running game. Is going to help out our defense staying off the field. But close second would be offensive lineman. But yeah, I would go with a wide receiver.
Okay. Oh no, hold on. Papa J, if you were trading that number 1 pick, who would be the player you're going to go out and give that pick up for and say, look, I know this guy's a difference maker. He's coming to our team.
Oh, trade for a player?
For a player?
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about? Oh.
All right.
Say we
I thought you meant trade back in the draft.
We don't necessarily do very well with number 1 picks. Our history with this regime is not necessarily the best. But if you're saying I'm going to trade this pick and go get somebody, who would you take?
Man, I haven't really put a lot of thought into that scenario. But is Justin Jefferson a free agent or is he under contract?
There you go.
No, he's not a free agent.
No.
He's not a free agent. Justin Jefferson.
This guy, Papa J, is in my
mind. Okay, I like it because hey, I'm with you on that one, baby. I love me some JJ, and bringing JJ here and putting him in red and gold would be a beautiful thing.
It would.
But the other guy I would take, which I know would never happen, is CD Lamb.
Nah. Yeah. I take JJ over CD Lamb.
I would too. You know what? I'm not against it. Like, yeah, obviously.
I'm not against it, but if you're giving me an option, I'm taking JJ.
Yeah.
I'm taking JJ.
Yeah, definitely. JJ would be my first.
Cowboys player.
Yeah, man. That's him up with that Cowboys.
I see CD Lamb twice a year, man. CD Lamb is a ball player, no matter what.
He's good, yeah.
No, yeah, he's good. He's good. I ain't saying.
How about in the perfect world, Nakua? I would take Nakua. In a perfect world,
from the Rams. Oh my God,
he loves Puka Nakua.
Hey,
I think he's great too.
He balled out, man. He had about 100, 150, 165 in that game, man.
So
there was some. We saw some of the best receivers in the game in that NFC Championship,
yes,
and they're who we face two times a year. You know, each one 4 times a year altogether. The tandem of Puka and Devontae. I thought Devontae was the best receiver in the game.
Yeah.
Six years removed, was still very, very good. JSN and Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is coming off of he was an all-pro in 21, 22. So he's not as great as he was, but still very effective. And that new speed with Shaheed, good Lord, you know. We need corners.
So Ellison, what would you think if just on the outside looking in from someone who's not in the building? What would you go with as a pick, and what would you go with if you were trading and say, hey, the Niners need this person's gonna make a difference?
For y'all, I would say, and obviously I kind of agree with Papa J, I would say wide receiver too. But just to go a little bit off the board, I would say I will look in the secondary. I would try to find another corner or another safety. Be honest.
Yeah, I know you're not a big fan of Lenore, Stout, or Green. We had that conversation not so long ago.
No. I'm not a fan of Lenore. I do like Stout. I've always liked Stout. I like Stout since the preseason. But I've never been a fan. I think you had B- corners. That's just me. That's my opinion, and I stand by it. But I would go corner or safety, whoever, depending on how the board falls. But if I was to trade for someone, I don't even think it would take a first-round pick. I would maybe trade a third and see if I can get Brian Thomas Jr. out of Jacksonville.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, what you got, Wolfie?
What I'm gonna go a little different just because I feel like they're practically on the same level, and maybe some you guys might disagree with that. This might be a minority opinion, but it's two options. Whatever is the best available, either fast wide receiver, because we do need speed. I do agree with that. We need to get a fast, speedy wide receiver, or the best possible tight end that you think will fit this scheme. Because we're not going to have George Kittle next year. He is out. You got to count on him being out for the rest of the season next year. We need a tight end, and we got to plan for the future to replace him. So right now we don't have a number one tight end. Tungus is great, but I don't trust him to be the number one guy. I like him. I do. But I think it's between wide receiver, tight end, and then in the second round, go with offensive line. That's the order in which I would take it. It's really weird to say that too, because last year was like, well, I guess not last year, but the year before that it was like, we drafted a wide receiver at the 31 pick. What the hell? And now it's like, we need a wide receiver. So it's just kind of like interesting how that all kind of just flipped.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what definitely doing, either wide receiver or tight end. That tight end from Oregon, I've heard potentially might go to the 49ers. He's really good.
Can't block.
That's why he's not a blocker, but he's excellent pass catcher.
Great out. Yeah. Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts.
Okay, he Kyle Pitts. Pitts can catch, but he can't block. Okay, now if you're trading, who you going to get?
Honestly, Brian Thomas Jr. probably to me is the best one. Justin Jefferson is impossible, but if you told me, I would trade 4 first-round picks for that guy. I would. He's young. He's still young, prime. To me, the best wide receiver in football, and would instantly make this offense insanely good. It would
better than Chase.
What's that? I think it's better than Chase. I like him better than Chase. Chase has Joe Burrow. What does Justin Jefferson have? And he's performing. So I imagine if Brock Purdy had Justin Jefferson.
Wait a minute. You said he has Joe Burrow. You could flip that and say Joe Burrow has Jamar Chase.
Both of them got each other. They like Sonny and Cher.
Yeah,
the argument's still the same. The argument's still the same.
I got you, baby.
Jamar Chase is still putting up numbers with backups too. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, Joe Flacco was throwing that thing to him too. Yeah,
he just kept throwing in the ball and stuff like that. But Justin Jefferson, throughout his whole entire career, has had nothing but mediocre quarterbacks at best.
But he's been in that O'Connell system too for a little bit of time now, and that's helped him out too.
Yeah, but then like you got. Well, it's not like O'Connell's quarterback is a quarterback guru guy. He's not a wide receiver guru guy. So Justin Jefferson's going out there doing his thing.
But he may fit the system. The system fits him to a T, no matter who the quarterback is.
Well, then you could. Well, that applies to every single player unless they go to a different team.
No, it doesn't, because every other player doesn't play like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. So no, just because the system may fit you.
Okay. So for the sake of argument, it applies for both of them then, because if you're saying they're both in the same tier, we're not going to know that.
Oh, they're in the same tier.
Unless they go to a different team. If that system's but I do know.
Brothers, we talking. Do you want the Ferrari or the Bugatti? It's okay either.
Who's the best wide receiver is like a whole other
which one
thing. It's 1A, 1B, but I think one's 1A, the other one's 1B, and you have the opposite. See that?
Yes.
So, but I'm trading. I'm doing whatever I can to get Justin Jefferson, because not only is, to me, he's the best wide receiver in football. He's not a diva. He supports the team. He's all about the team. And he'd be great for this culture. Kyle would absolutely love him.
When he don't get the ball? What are you talking
about? He doesn't act out, dude. If he does, it's maybe 1 or 2 games in 16, 17 games. I have never seen this guy throw JJ McCarthy on the bus. I've never seen him go complain. But wide receivers do that. A lot of them do.
Yeah.
He does it. And he's the best at his position. So not only do you got the best at position,
he'll act out just like a lot of other guys too. It might not be at the same tenor or tone as AJ Brown or somebody like that, but he'll still, when he doesn't see the ball, he'll get pissed just like any other receiver too.
So TD,
what's up?
Let me get TD's take on this real quick.
I'm looking at our needs, and the first one, it says wide receiver.
Okay.
But if it's me, I want an offensive line. I've been asking for a premier offensive lineman.
That ain't gonna happen.
I know everybody says it around playoff time, and everybody said, "Oh, we got to get that offensive line, and then around February, we start looking at combine speeds, and a wide receiver would really be nice. So we might as well just start looking for the wide receiver. If I had to trade the pick, it's Justin Jefferson, or if you can give me Jamar Chase, either one, the Bugatti or the daggone Ferrari.
Now,
I'll take Maserati.
I do got a question though. How long is Trent Williams' contract going?
This last year. I think this is his last year.
Coming up is last year. Okay. Yeah, you got to find a replacement.
Yeah, we got. So here's this is my take on all this, and I actually want you to find at 425 PNW. Can you put his comment up?
425 BMW. Need a running.
You ain't agree with
that.
Let
me explain something to you. This team don't need this regime drafting any more running backs.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
just get.
They do not work out. This is probably the only time Wolfie gonna agree with me. They don't work out. I can go down every list of every running back that we have drafted since Kyle and John have gotten here. All failures.
Horrible.
Every last one of them. And that's horrible.
Now,
listen, I know what he would know. I already know where you're going, Wolfie. You gonna say Elijah Mitchell. That's what you was gonna do.
Jeff Wilson too as well.
No, we didn't draft Jeff Wilson.
We didn't draft Jeff Wilson. Picked him up though.
No,
Jordan Mason was pretty good for y'all.
Jordan Mason
we didn't draft him.
Jordan Mason's an undrafted free agent.
Yep.
I mean, you brought him in.
Yeah, we brought him in, but what Dion said, when we go
drafted
and draft a running back, it ain't nothing good. Selden, who else was the sorry?
We had to do from Utah to quit on us. Literally quit on us. We went over in college and we still drafted him because Kyle was pounding the table for him and he quit on us in the league.
Man,
Glenn Coffey left football to go be a pastor. I ain't knocking that, but so this is what I will say real quick. For me personally, we don't need to ever draft another running back as long as Kyle and John are here. Just don't do it. It's a waste of time. We do better with UDFAs. That's just my take on that.
Just bring one in. Don't waste the pick.
Yeah, don't waste the pick.
If you're talking about first round pick and you're talking about like second and third,
no. I'm saying in general when we drafted a running back ever.
Yeah.
It's always
we're hoping that with Jordan James will become something, but
we're hoping, but that's all we got is hope. But what I'll say is this. I agree with everyone on the wide receiver pick. I would go get a good receiver, whatever best receiver is available. But I'm going in the opposite direction than everybody here with that trade. I'm tired. And I'm real tired of us not doing well with our first round picks, which is why I wouldn't draft a wide. If I had the option to draft, I'd go wide receiver. But if it's me, I'm trading the pick, and I'm going out, and I'm getting my other book in. Damn it, I'm going to the Raiders and getting Max Crosby.
Okay,
I'm tired of them constantly bringing in nobodies to go opposite Nick Bosa, and they don't last. They don't do enough. Max Crosby is the pillar of consistency.
Yeah, man.
What's that cap number?
What's that cap number?
You didn't like.
What's that cap number?
Didn't like Bryce Huff next to Nick
What
Bosa?
did he do?
I liked him.
What did he
Nick
do?
Bosa got hurt, bro. He did good. He was getting sacks. He was making plays until.
How many sacks did Bryce Huff have on the year, sir?
See,
I think he had like 3 or 4.
Dion Huff. Bryce Huff is a situational and not a rotational.
Definitely
not an everyday.
I want consistency and a mainstay, and that is Max Crosby. He shows that year in and year out. I don't know. I'll take a look at the cap number. But I'll tell you right now,
we'll find a way.
We got Parag Marat.
You know the cap is cap.
The cap is cap, but at the same time, that's a lot of cap.
Listen to me. Listen, but so I'll tell you why, Ellison. Because year after year, TD, Wolfie, Papa J, what do we draft in the first round in 49er land? We draft defensive linemen. We don't touch the offensive line.
We
drafted one wide receiver. All of these things.
And speaking of first round, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring to the stage Reject Shell is in the building. dog up the jet. She has landed.
The Queen of Queens.
Let's go.
In a descent in final and ended.
I'm going to have to agree with Dion on this one because I don't see comparing Bryce Huff. He's not first draft, first pick trade material, but Crosby is. So yeah, I'm going to agree with. I'm going to agree with that.
I meant like if you can get Max Crosby, I'm not going to be like, how dare you? I'm not gonna be like, I'll be all for it, bro. But I'm just saying I like Bryce Huff and what he did as like Terry Dom said, situational third down pass rusher, go get the quarterback. He was good at that with Nick Bosa on the other side, but that's the caveat. You've got to have Nick Bosa on the other side.
It doesn't matter. So if you want to trade for Crosby,
I'm all for it. What's that?
What y'all coming to the table with? What does that deal look like? If that was to happen,
We're
talking multiple picks here.
Multiple picks. I would do 2 firsts, probably 2 firsts, and then something else, and maybe a player.
And a player.
And a player. Because he is. How old is he? He's like 29, right? He's like 29, right?
Yeah.
For Max Crosby, I'd give a first round, a third round, and Mac Jones.
No.
Because the Raiders need a quarterback.
Oh, you heard me.
They're getting Fernando Mendoza.
They're going to get Mendoza.
Elizabeth, I'm coming to you, honey. I'm coming.
No.
Don't give away the house.
Oh, Lord.
Sadly, Mendoza's going.
It's like one of those old Western movies. Oh, Lord, don't give away the storm.
Two first. You said 2. What was that again? 2 first and what? 2 first.
No, 1 first, 1 third, and Mac Jones.
Oh no, that's
1 first.
That's not good.
That's underselling it.
Yeah, that's.
I wouldn't trade Mac Jones though. I would not trade him at all because we need that backup quarterback and he can win.
The Raiders need a quarterback.
I would never trade that go for nothing less than a first. I'm holding, and they'll probably they'll deal a second, they'll deal a third. But if it's me, hey, you better pony up if you want Mr. Mac Jones.
That part.
You're giving up games, bro. You're giving up games.
Bryce Huff, just for context, Bryce Huff had 4 sacks this year. So I am not sold on the fact that he's going to do much. Even we let Leonard Floyd go, and he had more than that. So what I'm saying is, now since you just jumped in here, Jet, I'm going to ask you this question. If you had the opportunity to draft a player with the first round pick, who are you going with? And if you said, no, I ain't drafting it, I'm trading that first round pick, who are you going to get to improve the team?
A kicker.
Lord, child.
He said a kicker. Don't do that.
A punt returner.
The disrespect on
drafted is a
blasphemy.
I think that was Seabass, wasn't it? Seabass.
Disrespect.
Janikowski is here kicking that thing 80 yards.
I draft him. I draft him right now. I mean, whoever we, right now we need, Dion, we need a lot on offense and defense. Who in the hell are we going to pick? Are we going to pick up? Really, right now, it's really free agency, trade, because draft don't do us no justice. We all know that. So, I mean, I hate to answer a question with a question, but who y'all rocking with? It's like,
so Wolfie, Papa J, and TD all agree that Justin Jefferson would be the guy we would trade for.
Okay. If you could,
but
I don't think it's possible.
And they all agree that if we were to actually use the pick, we go draft a wide receiver. So we got to go find our own Justin Jefferson in the draft. Go get the real Justin Jefferson in real life.
Find a Justin Jefferson that nobody knows about. He's got to be like Nanu on the Disney movie.
okay, so get his doppelganger. That's how you do that.
Might have played at the University of Zaire, and nobody.
Hold on, TD. You said something. What show was that? With
Paradise Island,
where he was like Nanu.
Paradise Island. Paradise Island.
Nanu was Mork and Mindy.
Robin Williams. Paradise Island. I think my bad. The plane, boss. The plane
is fantasy.
I'm 30. I'm 37.
Damn.
No, my bad, man. I know this. I know you had good in there.
Hope you remember Saved by the Bell.
He came up on Teletubbies.
I want to ask this though, like, because I'm surprised none of you guys said this, because I feel like I was in a minority with this opinion, but none of you guys said Jordan Addison. But I have an opinion on it. I don't want it. What do you think of Jordan Addison?
I think he a little flaky, and I don't think he all together there.
He's all there, yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm trading for a wide receiver, I need him to have consistency and to be that guy. I will tell you this. This is what I would say. Say we go out and we go get Justin Jefferson.
Hold on.
I would say re-sign Juwan Jennings as your number 2 and make Ricky Pearsall go to the slot. That's just me. I throw Pearsall in the slot because I think he'd be better.
I say trade Ricky Pearsall for somebody else.
I knew that was coming.
That convertible Saab don't run.
I
buddy.
told you. What did I say? I knew the Saab was coming. I knew it.
Ricky
I told her that.
Broke for me. It don't start in the winter, and the repairs are too expensive.
Hey,
Get on out of here. I'll trade him for a Camry.
Hey, for real.
He be a Yugo. Remember those, TD? Yugo?
Yeah, you go where you want to go.
You go.
What did you say, Wilson?
Hey, but for real,
Stop.
I know, and I kind of agree with Dion saying, you want to trade for a receiver with experience and stuff like that. I get it, but at the same time, if you could trade for somebody like Brian Thomas, somebody young with upside who hasn't fully reached their potential yet and just has to be in the right situation with the right coordinator or the right quarterback with the right situation around him, that could be a positive too. So it doesn't necessarily have to be an already tailor-made guy. It could be a young guy that you don't have to pay your arm and a leg for.
That show potential.
That show potential down the line. It just hasn't fully been grasped yet. You know what? I would trade to, and this may sound crazy, and I could be off the wall here, but I would trade a fifth, or I would say I'll try a fifth and maybe a fourth. I'll send it to Buffalo, see if I can get Keon Coleman out of there.
Okay. Kind of out the box, but maybe not as far fetched as we think it is.
Keon Coleman's been a little lackluster.
And what you're saying is more feasible, and that's something they would probably do. But really, what the San Francisco 49ers need is that marquee threat. That guy that when they're doing it, when they're doing the games and they saying this week the game will be, oh man, so and so is gonna be like a CeeDee Lamb, or I need that guy that can scare a defense. I don't want the up and comer who might, he if it's right here and it's right there and it's right there, too many rights, we just going in a circle. I need that one that come in bona fide, because Kyle is going to get him and say, oh, well, he don't do this well. I'm going to put him on the bench. I'm going to do this. I need that guy who's established, who ain't going to take no crap, who everybody says, Kyle, he done went for 1,000 yards over there. You messing up if you ain't got him on this field. And I don't want to hear about he in my doghouse. I don't want to hear about he in my outhouse or he in my penthouse. I need that SOB on the field running up there, scaring those safeties, so I can slide my routers in the inside dig going up under it.
But those are not a lot of those are hanging around just anywhere.
Yeah.
That
I agree with that.
First for it.
No, but I agree with what TD was saying, because his point was basically, I need this person to be established so Kyle doesn't try to do his little doghouse routine, because he do that. He do that a lot.
I get that, and now Eric, you want the upper echelon, you can get the upper echelon, but at the same time, that may not be available. So what I was saying was,
Ellison's look at the realistic of things. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, the realistic idea of what actually people trade, and not just like the hopes of things like that. So what Terry Dome is saying, we need to get a wide receiver version of CMC. Or I think I said that backwards, but you guys get what I mean. We need an established player that Kyle Shanahan loves just as much as CMC, and will use him to his fullest potential, because we all know that Kyle just loves using CMC like as
we
if
all know
like
that.
he gets off on it.
400 touches this year.
So we need a wide
CMC.
receiver that's CMC, but a wide receiver is what Terry. I totally agree with that, but I do agree with Ellison in that like that option is it's
Say that
so
again.
far out there.
Say that again. What you started? Say that again.
You were right. I agree with you in the fact that
Oh,
the realistic
I
aspect.
think this happened.
We're having quite the show
Wolfie
today.
is giving it up. He told me I was right. I got the Jalen Ramsey thing
When I'm
right.
wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And
You
we
and
don't
I
like
too,
that,
why?
expect to stay.
Where my music at?
If we go out and get Keon Coleman, it has to be a promise that you are not guaranteed a number one wide receiver spot. The expectation is it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I need you to approach this like as if it's like a Demarcus Robinson situation. Demarcus Robinson had the DUI. He was in trouble. We didn't expect him to be a number one wide receiver. That was not the thing. That was not the expectation. Same thing with Keon Coleman. If you trade for him, you get a 6th or 7th. The idea is like he potentially could be this guy. We're taking a shot. It could be a thing. He might just be the number 3 or depth wide receiver, whatever. I'm open to it. I'm all for that. But Brian Thomas Jr., though, if we could trade a 3rd for him, I would be ecstatic.
Yeah. That's more realistic. That's more realistic.
That is more realistic. Because I know that he's not. I know he's not a CMC version of wide receiver, but he's still got that potential. And again, you can't guarantee him the number 1 spot. It's like a draft almost.
And one thing that he does have more than a lot of other guys, he does have size. He's not as big as AJ Brown, but he has that physicality as an AJ Brown. So
and did he run a 4.3?
He's man. I know they were putting him out there during the deadline. And so if I'm y'all, I would check into something like that. I don't know if
4.33 speed. Brian Thomas Jr. has 4.33 speed.
Like he was one of the top rookies in the league last year, and all of a sudden, you have a playoff team this year, and his numbers were down. So why is that?
Yeah, new coordinator just doesn't fit the scheme.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Probably.
So.
Well, Ellison, we face you guys this year. That's gonna be fun.
I know. We come to Santa Clara this year.
Yeah, you're coming out, so
yeah,
come on out and see us. Can't wait to finally meet you.
I got to get up out of here. All I do want to say is, I'd rather have the Patriots win because I don't need not an NFC West.
We agree.
Damn field at all. Period. I do not want none of that.
I still don't know who I want to win.
I don't. Look like this. Let me say this. And everybody here can notice, and Jet, you can even understand this.
I can.
When you go against somebody several times a year, it's like playing high school ball or college ball. Your rival, UCLA, USC, SC Notre Dame, whatever the case may be. If you get to go to their house and finish the job. Let me explain something to you. If I'm a Seattle Seahawk, I will be running my mouth to no end when I see you in Santa Clara. I will remind you of where I celebrated, how I celebrated, and what I did in your state. I won the Super Bowl. I'm all in. I am Dennis Rodman in you. I am in your brain. So for me, as a player, if I'm the Niners, I am a Patriots fan this weekend. I am looking for the AFC to win because there ain't no way in hell. No way in hell.
On the podium at
you gonna have me. You gonna come into my house and be talking trash and laugh at me because you celebrated on my field. I am so sorry. No way, no how. It's not happening. I need New England and Robert Kraft to get them another ring.
Are you okay? But you're okay with a team. Here's my caveat. Here's my problem. Are you okay with the team becoming the greatest NFL team factually at that point? Because they have 7 Super Bowls, top 5 regular season wins, top 3 playoff wins. There's no freaking way they're not the greatest NFL team.
I would rather have that than to have the Seahawks win a Super Bowl on my damn field because then I got more ammo to come at you about Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, but the Levi's thing is not, Levi's thing is not fair. The Levi's thing is not fair.
You know I'll do it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about the Levi's thing. That's not fair because not everybody, not every stadium qualifies for the Super Bowl. So it's just not. It's just the Levi's is special, Vegas is special, Saints got it going on too. But not every. It's not like they earned to go to Levi Stadium specifically. They earned to go to the Super Bowl. And that's the difference. I don't care if they won the NFC Championship game in our house. I would take that more personal than the losing in the Super Bowl somewhere where it's outside of their control, other than the owner being like, "Hey, let's have the stadium this year." And it's just outside of that. I don't personally take it. I don't take it personal.
I get where you're going with that. I understand why you don't take it personal. Me personally, I'm gonna make it personal. Because if I'm a Seahawk,
why would you do that?
If I'm going to make it personal, if I'm a Seahawk, I am going to crap on you every time I get on your field to remind you that I won in your house and you couldn't even get here. I stopped you from getting here in your home.
In your own building.
Well, actually, they stopped us in their home.
Like,
and then I'd be like, you stopped us
what
in
I'm
your
saying
home.
is, I am going to put you through a mental ringer when I see you in your house, because your house is now my house.
Well, Dion, what I will say to that is, get ready.
He's got going with the Hawks. Going with the Hawks. Okay.
I don't blame him. Ellison doesn't have.
Ellison says it's gonna happen.
And as I leave out of here, one thing I do want to say is, me personally, for our division specifically, I believe Jackson Smith-Njigba is the best receiver in our division, period. And I believe he is a top 5 receiver in football. I don't think that there's anyone in our division that is better than him. And I will say this.
Puka pretty nice.
All praise, all glory due to God, because what did Jackson Smith-Njigba do in his interview right after the game?
Oh, man. Excellent.
He gave up the praise.
Amen.
Why? Because he knows where everything comes from and why everything is. So amen to that young brother for being able to get on national television and say that and not be afraid to have, an evangelistic moment for himself. Appreciate all of y'all. Nothing but love to everybody here on the panel. Papa Day, always good to see you, brother. And you and Wolfie, believe me, y'all are invited on the channel, baby. We gonna come on. We gonna have this debate.
We're coming at you. We're coming at you.
I want points ready. I want all your points. I want everything great, because I'm coming with a whole host of things. I'm coming with it all. Ellison, you want in?
Yeah.
Okay, Ellison, you coming in too, then, man.
I like going to enemy territory.
That was amazing.
Oh my God.
I'm the home locker room too.
Yeah, they do get the visitors.
Because New England is getting the visitors' locker room. Okay.
Yeah, they will. Hey, we'll see what happens. But hey, for me, go Patriots, damn it. Go Patriots. I do not want the Seahawks celebrating on my field. No, thank you.
Hey, another thing, if the Seahawks do win, do you know how much talk there's going to be about, we should have kept Sam Darnold instead of
it's already starting.
That part.
Yeah. Somebody already put that out
there. Good
one,
Papa J. Good one on that one. Yeah. That's going to be the narrative. But hey, we got Brock and we got Mac. So we good, okay? I like Mac Jones. A lot of respect for the kid. Great dude. Have a blessed day, everybody.
You were
all right, my
like
brother.
Else,
thank you. Hey, thank you, brother Dion. Y'all can check him on the Gang Podcast. That's my man Dion, ladies and gentlemen. Dion, give him a round of applause as he has left the building. Dion.
Can I make a request to Jed, York, Kyle, and John? Just for 1 year, just 1 year, can we get Travis Kelce here? Just 1 year.
Really wants Travis
Kelce.
Good Lord.
It would be fun.
How much booty we'd have to give him. She's not going to give you earrings like that unless she's giving him some booty.
That would be a fun thing to have on the team, right?
I'm into America moment there.
Why do you want Travis Kelce?
Papa J, why do you want Travis Kelce? That's what Elsie's asking. What do you want?
The experience, his blocking, and I think he would mix really well with Brock Purdy on those little outs, just like George Kittle does. He is I think the second best tight end in the league. George Kittle being number one, and man, we get to see Taylor Swift every now and then. Come on.
Well, Jason Taylor Swift
weighs 10 pounds. Okay, that girl weighs 5 pounds, and where's the
He's got secondary Secondary
Yeah.
one on that one.
We would have the finest players' wives room in NFL too.
It would be up there. It would have to be. You'd have to show me evidence of another better one. That'd be pretty nice.
Speaking of that,
no, but seriously, it's because of the blocking. It's because of the experience, and I think he would help out Tunges on the other end while George Kittle is out the way. I would have. I can't think of anybody that has that kind of experience and talent to replace George Kittle just for 1 year, and see what happens.
It'd be like getting George Kittle without the exact blocking ability, in a sense. But I think he's a little washed. I think he's a little washed.
Can't run anymore.
Yeah,
he couldn't run 3 years ago.
So I like the idea because the name is fun and having on the team would be fun. I like it for that reason, but I think he's done.
He's not leaving Kansas City anyway.
Oh, he's going to the Browns. He's going to go to the Browns. He wants to be a Brown. Travis Kelce has already said that he's always wanted to be a Brown.
Want to be a Brown? Why?
Yeah, because he's from Ohio. He grew up a Browns fan.
He's not going to the damn Browns.
He wanted to be a Brown. Apparently, in an interview, he was like, he begged the Browns to draft him. He wanted to be a Brown so bad because he grew up a Browns fan. I know that's crazy, right? That's crazy.
I don't see that one. I don't see that.
If the Niners were that bad, bro, and I was a Niners fan growing up, I'd be like, don't draft me, bro. If
Anybody
was that bad, I'd be like, nah, dude, don't draft me, bro.
Ixnay on the draft day.
Let's not talk about that lottery.
I'm all for it, but no.
Be prepared to lose your money.
Yeah. I'm going to play wiffle ball or something. I'm going to
play dodgeball.
So do you guys?
Hey, Terdo.
Good.
I'm sorry. Just going back to your title of the segment, and I wanted to get on earlier, but I couldn't. I was busy. But why not Aaron Rodgers over Shedeur Sanders? I don't. Is there a reason why Aaron?
I looked up.
Aaron would say no.
I don't know why they did it. Like, unless they went to him, asked him. Like Allison brought up the point. Maybe they said, "Hey, Aaron, you want to come on in?" Aaron's like, "Yeah, I'm going to smoke some ayahuasca. I ain't messing with you." Trevor Lawrence. It was a lot of statistical guys, but it's a voting protocol for this, and it's voted on by the fans. And apparently, Shedeur had a whole plethora of votes.
A lot of following.
You got to remember a couple of years ago, man, when a lot of quarterbacks and players said no, they weren't going to the Pro Bowl. That remember Snoop Huntley went to the Pro Bowl as a backup for Baltimore.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
it's like 3 years ago.
I know. We had Jake Brindle go one time,
so, and that's a joke in itself.
Jake Brindle win as an alternate? What? And it's a flag football game, so
So I'm not. I would take CJ. I think CJ Stroud should be there even over Shedeur Sanders, and I don't think CJ Stroud played that great.
He's not that good. He's a mid-tier guy. Always has been.
You know how I feel about them Ohio State quarterbacks.
I don't
Speaking of college ball, TD, sorry about your team.
Oh.
Damn. Because I was watching it. I know, Sam. I was like, no.
Indiana, let's go, baby. Fernando Mendoza.
And it came down just like with the Seahawks in a special teams blunt.
Yeah.
They didn't block that kick, and they got that. That was them 7 points right there, man. And when it happened, I said, "Oh no, that you can't do that. You can't give up 7 on special teams."
Didn't that motherfucker Kyle Williams? Wasn't that Kyle Williams 2.0? Was it not? Oh Lord,
special teams are very, 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 very important, especially championship time. And don't be surprised if Super Bowl don't come down to it too. 2 evenly matched teams. It's gonna be a blunder or a break, a momentum shifter with the special team some kind of way. You got
Did
to
you
be
like that 4th and 5? Did you like that 4th and 5 Terradome where he just lunged in for the touchdown? That was
Oh yeah,
so
that
cool.
was epic. It's like
That's
wonderful.
franchise quarterback stuff right there, brother.
Franchise quarterback. Yeah.
Hey,
The Raiders
What
would be just such a piece of trash if they
Lost
don't
that thing.
I said what I
hey,
said.
you
That
know
is
what? And
number one overall.
I want to go back to you bring up go.
What you doing over there, Papa J? Breaking that shit? Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to get that glare out, man.
Man, go ahead.
Close your blinds. Would your blinds help? Close your blinds.
They are closed.
Oh,
It's
oh,
just,
dang.
the sun is right
Wow,
there.
I thought they were open.
Sunshine.
Oh, shit.
I got the
Yeah,
same
Get some
I got the
curtains.
same thing over here. I got
Yeah,
the same
that's what
thing
I'm gonna
over
have to
here,
do.
so
Oh God.
it's
I
all
got
good.
mine.
Ellison
I got mine
and
over
Papa J are from heaven right now. They're
They're-
Oh,
from a remote site.
That's
I guess
why
mine's a little bit bright too, but it's not that
that's
bad.
why you should take my advice more. Honestly.
What were you about to say,
I
Ellison?
should.
Heavenly.
I can speak for that because he really was trying to take me off a ledge watching the Eagles game. I was trying, Ellison. I couldn't, and then I finally watched it. I was like, "You
I
mean
knew
to
y'all
tell
would-
me we beat them?"
I knew y'all would beat Philly. I knew y'all.
That
beat
was our
Philly.
Super Bowl right there.
Yeah,
I
that
said
It
that
was.
would happen. I was
Yeah.
like, this is our Super Bowl
Beautiful
right here.
time, boy.
This is
I
it.
knew
Yeah,
y'all-
this is
I
where
knew-
it counts the most.
I
Yeah.
see them twice a year. I knew y'all were beating them. They had so many holes and so many glitches over there. I knew y'all were beating them. But
And they had some
going
drunk-
back to the NFC Championship, when the Rams went for it on 4th down and they didn't convert it, they should have kicked the 3,
Yeah.
and they could have cut the lead to 1, get a stop, and get the ball back. Potentially, even if you don't score, kick another field goal, you got the lead up by 2. So, in the grand scheme of things, now they end up losing. So, I'm wondering, did y'all agree with McVay going for it on 4th down instead of not taking the points? I'm a points guy.
Yep.
Take the damn
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
I always say take them
Really?
points. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
Y'all are for it?
Oh,
I
take
mean,
the points.
I think
a points premium too.
Whoopi. 2 words. Dan Campbell. Enough said.
Yeah.
2 words.
When we
points,
talking
man.
championship
There was like
football,
4
when we're
minutes
getting to the
left or something like
playoffs and the
that.
postseason,
Take the points, man.
take them points.
Yes, take
We're
them
gonna
points.
need them points.
Yes.
They're gonna be a premium. A lot of people just like to, no, we need touchdowns and stuff like that. Is all right in September. That is all right in October. When you start getting to them close games in those winter months, dude, every point, take a safety. I don't care if they give you a half a point for dressing good. Take every little point.
He said, "Get them
I like
400
that
points for spelling your name right on the SAT."
It was just a dumb throw.
Point.
I'm taking the point.
Points.
I'd rather be down 1 than be down 4. And if you get a
Yeah.
stop, you get the ball back, and you don't have to. Now you're not desperate to get in the end zone.
Yeah.
Now if you go down, get good
Yeah.
field position, now you can drain the clock a little bit more, kick your field goal, and now your defense, if need be, has to get maybe 1 or 2 more stops, and the game is over. So you kind of simplify the game too by just kicking the points, taking the points, man. So that's
It's
just
a
me.
gamble. Unless unless those players, and we had this discussion before, unless those players come to me and say,
Yeah, tell me.
dude,
Yeah.
we can get this 1 yard, we can get this
Yeah.
2 yards, something like that. I'm always taking the points.
Take
I'm
the
always
points.
erring to the side of caution.
Yeah, I agree.
And those ill-advised timeouts too, like
Yeah,
that's
very much.
very uncharacteristic of McVay. Just
yeah.
Yeah.
Very
throwing it
much
out
so.
there.
Yeah.
But we have a chance to win in somebody else's building next year. We have that. There's a possibility of that next year.
It's SoFi next
Levi
year.
South, let's go.
Levi South, yeah.
Oh,
So
it says SoFi?
you guys are all going for the Patriots then? I'm the only one that hasn't picked one yet.
Nope.
My,
Nope.
my,
I'm the only one
my,
that hasn't picked one yet.
my football sense says
I
the
got
Seattle Seahawks are going to win,
I
but
got
my
Seattle.
heart wants those Patriots to win.
Same.
I got Seattle.
I think I'm leaning more
I
towards
can
Seattle.
understand why you have to. I think the point spread is 4 already.
Yeah.
4.5 if I'm.
What about you,
Oh,
Papa J?
slow.
I think they already
Wow.
paid.
What about you?
The only reason that I'm taking Seattle, and I hate taking Seattle, but the only reason I am taking
Yeah, there's
Seattle
no
is
winning.
because my family, they're all from the East Coast, and they're all Patriot fans. And every year, the Patriots win. Throughout the whole year, every time I come over to their house, they replay every single game on the television, analyzing every single play, telling me how great they are. They over-glorify everybody in their quarterback, saying, look how great we are. Oh, what did you guys do
Look
this
at
year?
us.
Oh, but look at us. And oh my God, I'm tired of it. every year they go get a tattoo saying Patriots on them, and then they show it all off and rub it in. So I'm over it. They did it to me for 6 years. I don't want to go through a 7th year of that. So
and they would have the most
only reason.
We're going to hear that too. They have the most Super Bowls.
Oh my!
We're the greatest, and I'm not counting. I don't expect the
Lord.
Steelers to catch up to them anytime soon. Okay, so
Yeah.
they're going to have the most Super Bowls for years to come, while Seattle has 8 months to a year to talk shit. That's my thing.
Yeah,
I do think I do think Seattle is the better team, and I still have them right now as of today. But another caveat as to why I want Seattle to win, because if Drake May does win, now the clock is going to stop for Caleb Williams. The clock is going to stop for Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
So you know how that comes through as far as quarterbacks too. But I do think, all that aside, I do think Seattle is the better team. I think they have the better defense, and right now today I'm taking them to win.
I agree with you on that. Like, because if you really think about it, the Broncos defense is great, but Seattle's is better, right?
Yeah.
And we saw, I know it was snowing and stuff like that, but before it was like snowing and stuff. That defense.
Yeah.
The Drake May wasn't getting it done. It wasn't looking good. It looked terrible.
Right.
And then the game before that, I'm pretty sure Drake May didn't look great then either.
No, he
fumbled
didn't.
a lot. I remember.
None of the playoff games he's looked.
He hasn't looked ready for it.
He looked okay. He looked like a second-year quarterback. Yeah.
Exactly. And so I think against this defense with Sam Darnold playing as good as he is, I think Sam Darnold can get more than 10 points. And I don't trust Drake May and this Patriots team to go up against this defense when the Broncos is not as good as them. So I agree. I think Seattle's probably going to win, but I don't know who I want to win. But I do agree. I think Seattle's the favorite.
I'm not going to underestimate Mike Vrabel.
True.
I'm not going to
He's damn good, dude.
Vrabel. He's very good.
Yeah.
And Tennessee just threw him out the back door like he was trying.
That was so stupid when that happened, bro. I was upset. I wasn't even a Titans fan. I was like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Why? You got the guy. Now he's going to the Super Bowl. Ain't that some stuff?
Did he not have Ryan? Was it Ryan? Who was the quarterback when they went to the playoffs? It was Ryan Tannehill, right?
Tannehill.
Derek
Tannehill.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
and he had Henry.
He's good.
AJ Brown was there with him in Tennessee.
AJ Brown was there with them too and stuff like that. So Mike Vrabel was great.
But he can coach, man. He's a very good coach.
Oh yeah, he
very good.
Yeah,
it very well could be one of those games where it's just like 10-13.
Very much so.
Very much so.
I hope the weather's good, because the weather is not. If it's raining or something like that, now you gotta swab it.
Luck factor coming in, and
it ain't gonna be as bad as it was in Denver that second half.
That was ugly.
At least you're in the north where the weather right now calls for clear weather.
Okay, cool. Because I don't know which one was bad. The game, the AFC Championship game, or the Rams-Eagles playoff game from last year. Remember how it was clear early, but all of a sudden the second half it snowed too in that game?
Yeah.
Changed the whole trajectory.
It was a great game too,
It was.
You got to get them points and get them early. You don't know what might happen.
If our team learned anything from this season, is score early, score often, do what works, put the players out there that's on the bench that need to play so we can see what their capabilities are. If we can keep them, if you can't, then it is what it is. So, at the end of the day, this was 12-5 and being able to make it even to the divisional says a lot about us.
Yeah, he had a good year.
At the beginning of the season, I said 11 wins and a playoff win. That was the goal, and we ascertained the goal. I wish it would have been a little bit more, but grand scheme of things, and given the injuries, good Lord, when they start popping off like flies because of that substation.
Don't start that substation shit. No, Pterodome, I have to quote a movie. Don't start with that red zone shit again.
Telling you.
Oh God! I knew. I can quote a movie, and Pterodome knows exactly what I'm talking about. He was like, "Yep, airplane."
Oh God! I owe, by the way, I owe 49ers Brian is it chicken dance? What's it called?
It's the
dance.
It's the
To 49ers Brian.
Merton Hanks dance, the pigeon dance.
Yeah,
Is the Merton
I
Hanks
have to-
dance.
Oh, with the neck. Oh,
Yeah.
I have to do that because
So,
I was like, he was like, how much do I have to send to get Wolfie to do this? And I was like, $10, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
Ding! I was like, damn it! And I was going to do
right
it
away.
He
Well,
sent
go ahead.
it right away.
Go ahead
And
and do
so
the
I
bad
have to-
chicken dance.
I have to look it up because I forgot how to do it, and I have to use the bathroom. But when I come back, I will do the damn dance because I have to get out of the way. I owe it to him.
A lot of us do the dance before we go in bathroom, but
That would actually
Fair enough.
happen, right?
Stop.
you can go ahead and reverse it. You doing a reverse.
Flip it in reverse.
Yeah, you doing the Kyle use option.
What was it? The Merton Hanks dance. That's what's called. I got
Merton
Merton
Hanks,
Hanks.
Yeah, with that chicken neck. Yeah, Merton
I
used to
remember.
get it going like that.
Yeah, I
And
remember that. I remember
you just
that.
gotta move. You better put the helmet on too, boy. That thing.
Yeah, my neck's
I'll
gonna
mail
hurt,
you
bro.
mine. I'll mail you
Yeah.
mine.
And stretch your neck, boy. That thing.
What's going
that
on,
thing
Brian?
pretty
Oh
wiry.
my god! So I'll be right back. I'm gonna look up the dance right now, and then I will.
And when you get back, I got something to run by you too.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Wolfie even said, "Who is Merton Hanks?" That sounds familiar.
Oh,
Wow.
that's man. These young folk, man. I was talking to a guy at work one day. I knew I was old when I said, "Yeah, man, I'm for Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be like Nino Brown. I'm giving away Thanksgiving turkeys." He said, "Who is Nino Brown?"
Nina Brown. Yeah, you old.
I said, "Oh my." I said, "You never saw New Jack City?"
Nope.
Who's that?
What's that?
Pookie, man.
Well, hell, you ain't.
Jeez.
you ain't gonna be here long.
Can I say something about that substation theory?
Go ahead,
BS?
man. Yeah, the Substation Zero show.
I used to drive by there since 1997. I used to drive by their facility every morning, and I look at the facility and say, "Man, that's where the 49ers play." And then I drive back from work to my house, and man, that's where the 49ers play. And they never had that kind of injuries until three things happened. In 2013, that's when they started drafting and picking up guys that were injury prone.
Okay.
And that's when that statistic started. In 2017, when Kyle Shanahan came in, and this is a mixture of things because it's that and Kyle Shanahan's this callous building theory that you guys have been talking about, that you got to practice her because that's how you're going to play. You're going to play her. So during the off season, during training camp, he had all his players that were getting hurt or getting sore and everything else. They practice through it because that's the way NFL is. So you got to build that callus. And number three, like
I'm trying to flip it so we get Wolfie doing the.
Oh, I'll finish.
Yeah.
After you. Go ahead, Wolfie.
I'm trying to give him the top billing here, but I can't. I'm just gonna have to go forward square. We're gonna have to go four corners or five corners on there. All right, Wolfie, go ahead, kick it. Let's see your Merton.
Oh Lord! All right.
Oh Lord have mercy.
This is the Merton Hanks, ladies and gentlemen, for
I need to go.
paying off his bet. He's
Did he get
about to do it,
stage
ladies and gentlemen.
Should we give an introduction of Merton Hanks with the interception?
Merton Hanks.
Ready?
The
All right,
crowd
all right,
goes
guys.
wild.
Picks it off. Oh. Yeah. I tried, man.
I just found my new thumbnail.
All right. Okay. Hey, Red Shell, check this one out. Hey, Wolfie, have you ever
That
seen
looks so terrible too. I bet.
Wolfie, have you ever seen a movie called Weekend at Bernie's?
No.
No, I haven't, but I know the movie.
Okay. You look a lot like.
This man said Weekend at Bernie's.
He looked a lot like Bernie. It was actually a dance called Bernie. Dude,
Wait,
like
can I do
Bernie.
it? Let me see.
It was like a. He does that. He does the arm thing and he does the neck thing. That shit hurts, bro. My neck hurts now right here.
He looks like Weekend at Bernie's out this show.
Oh, dude, my neck
I have to
hurts
pull
too,
it
bro.
up.
This man said
Right
Weekend
there.
at Bernie's.
You look more. I'm gonna put up what Burton Hanks did, and then we're gonna do Weekend at Bernie's. Y'all see. Which one was he closer to?
Bernie.
Weekend at Bernie's.
I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. I can already see it.
Oh my god.
My dancing is the widest thing in the world.
Hold
I knew
on.
I wasn't gonna nail
At
it.
least he
right,
admitted it, though. I have to give him that. He did admit it.
All right, this is Burton Hanks. I should mute
This is the
that.
exact video I watched to learn it too.
Hold on. Yeah, you gotta. I
It's
gotta
at the
give you
beginning, yeah.
that.
How does he do? He does like he pulls out his chest and then he does like a wave with his like he does like a wave.
There it is. That's Merton. Okay, that's Merton.
My back hurts too, bro.
I told you to stretch.
You got whiplash.
I told you to stretch.
My back is starting to hurt, like up top right here. Now it's like I'm feeling it getting tight.
Woo. Weekend at Bernie's. Watch this. Watch this.
What Bernie at? Where Bernie at?
Ow.
There it is. That's you.
Yeah, you're more Weekend at Bernie.
You are so
No,
Weekend
I
at
was
Bernie's.
moving my
That's
arms. That's
hilarious.
not fair. I was moving my arms. No, I was moving my arms. That's not fair, bro.
Oh god. Hilarious.
Yeah,
That is the funniest shit I've
Yeah,
ever
so
seen.
I moved my arms. I did the thing. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
fair.
you did.
Stop
But it was more like-
But I will admit, the bending back thing, I was trying to do this, but it was so hard to move my
God.
arms while trying to do the wave. I just couldn't do it.
Oh god. That was the
I
funniest.
told you better
shit.
stretch that neck. You're gonna do the Merton Hanks, man. Merton Hanks had a different neck.
It was like it was jerking. Like
Yeah.
I want you guys right now. It's getting worse. This shit is hurting now.
I
I'm
know.
not lying. This shit's
Hey, put some
hurting.
liniment on it or something. Put a little
Oh.
Bengay on it.
icy hot. No. Porno. Put some Vicks on it.
Yeah, you got to loosen that up, man.
Yeah, I
Hot
can do
towel.
something right now. I got Ben
Biofreeze, that's a good one.
Oh.
Yeah, biofreeze.
Oh,
Biofreeze is Jesus in
what's
the
up, Brad?
Yeah, you need that
Oh
biofreeze.
my God.
Hey,
Lord.
question.
Now my
for the
elbow
panel.
hurts. What? Go ahead.
Yeah, I can tell. We can tell you're not very athletic. At all.
Oh, that's not fair. I was a corner. That's not cool, bro. I was super
Yeah.
athletic.
He was left corner of the bench right there.
All right.
But
Someone
one
had
thing, you know
guarded.
what though? Now you see how I feel when they roast me. Now you see how. Now you
No,
get
I'm
the
all for
whole.
it. It's funny.
shit.
It's funny. I'm all for it. It's funny. It's funny. Shit. I get it. It's
Oh
funny.
Yeah.
God, I live for this.
Question for the shifting back to football real quick. Question for the panel: did y'all think that Sean McDermott being fired in Buffalo was the right decision?
No.
Man, the Buffalo folks was hurting. I was on with our girlfriends on in football with Beth and Coach Desi. I hope y'all got a chance to check that out. We talked about injuries and stuff like that. And Beth, she's a physical therapist, big Buffalo fan, and she was pretty hurt. She said Buffalo Nation was pretty hurt to toss McDermott out because it was kind of an emotional thing right after the loss. They just, dude, he had his decision made, you're out of here, and he won't even hear nothing about it. I think after he calmed down for a week, he might have looked back and said, dude, whoa, you know.
Yeah. For me, I actually thought it was the right decision.
Okay.
It's not that Buffalo. Put it to you like this, and I know I'm a basketball nut, so you see this in the NBA a lot. It's not that the coach is bad, but you just need a new voice in that locker room. And he's been there
Yeah.
9 years, um, and I think he could only do but so much. I thought he was coaching for his job basically all year. I thought he had to get to at least the AFC Championship game to even attempt to save his job.
He had a pretty good win percentage up there, though,
Yes,
man.
he did.
He did.
He just kept running. Man, you know, sometimes you run up on a Michael Jordan or you know, Phil Mickelson used to run up on a Tiger Woods, dude. You just happen to be there with Mahomes and
But in the grand scheme of things, how many years? I guess me saying this, I don't know how long we want to continue to go with not getting over the hump when I think I can get somebody in here who can get us over the hump. Now, will that happen? I don't know. But I thought it was time. I thought it was the right decision.
Yeah.
That's just me. I always thought Buffalo was going to become open if they lost anywhere in the playoffs. I thought they had to get at least to the AFC Championship game for him to save his job. I thought that all year.
Yeah, and it was a lot of pressure on Josh Allen too, man. They said Mahomes ain't there and Lamar won't there this year. You're supposed to be that guy now.
Yeah, it was your time. If not ours, definitely yours. Yeah, if not ours.
That was unwanted pressure, though. I didn't see that as pressure. I mean, given the whole landscape of, you don't have Burrow, you don't have Mahomes, you don't have Lamar, okay, fine and dandy, but it's still 52 other guys. It's 11 on 11. It's not 1-on-1. So just to say, you got to go and you got to do it because these guys are not here individually, that's a lot to ask. So I don't look at things like that.
It is. It's tremendously a lot to ask. But this is just how things are. This is
it is. Unfortunately.
You know, that's how they do it.
Yeah, unfortunately. No, it's not the right way to do it, but that's how they do it.
That was the question you wanted to ask?
I think I thought I was the only one that thought letting them go was the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's if the owner came out and kind of made it worse with what he had to say and the reasons why they had to move off from him.
Horrible press conference. One of the worst owners press conferences you will ever want to hear.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
That was bad.
Yeah.
So his reasoning, even like I can see where you're saying like have move on, get a different voice. It's over. It's like it's run its course and stuff like that. I totally agree with that. But like when that owner came out and said this is the reasons why we fired him, I was like, okay, well then that's stupid. That was it was because of the Denver game. Then it wasn't because of the Denver game. Then it was because of this reason. Like he just kept contradicting himself, cutting off the guy saying, "Oh, it's because of a bad call." Well, if it's because of a bad call, then it's not his fault. Then why did this game matter?
You firing
why did this game matter? Yeah, like what's the point?
Then the cherry on top was you could if you go get rid of people, you can get rid of both of them at the same time. But then the cherry on top was okay. Well, the coaching staff wanted to draft Keon Coleman. What Keon Coleman got to do with anything going on?
That's what I was thinking. Where the hell did that come from?
What's love got to do with it?
He was just grasping.
No one brought it up, dude. He brought it up. He was like, well, you know how Keon Coleman's ass, right? Well, it wasn't his fault. It was the coaching staff. It's like, what the fuck?
But
I catch it straight.
Imagine being at the conference like, what the hell?
What the hell?
I'm just standing here.
But I fully agree.
Is this thing on?
But I fully agree. If you can fire people, you might as well give it to the GM and the owner and not keep one over the other. It's like, if you go clean the house, go and get rid of both of them and start fresh at both positions. But
he's
just like you see in New York. Go ahead.
Brandon Beane has drafted one great player, and that's Josh Allen. Like maybe others, I can't really think of on top of my head, but like for the most part, he's done a terrible job. If you ask me, he's nailed the quarterback, and he's nailed the coach.
He's been okay. I don't think at best. Okay.
And I think you can find someone better, or if your head coach is good and the players love him and they respect him because they were upset when he got fired.
Yeah.
You know, but yet it's the GM is just okay, not building around Josh Allen properly. Like, why isn't that guy fired? It doesn't make any sense.
Totally
Just because
agree.
he wanted Keon Coleman over someone else? That's crazy.
Totally agree. Yeah, that's totally.
Like,
You see that with the Giants too. It's like, why are you still keeping Joe Schoen here to select his third coach? Like, this doesn't make any sense.
That's the worst one. That's the worst one. That is the worst. Like, what? He
Ellis,
literally asked his kids,
boy.
"What do you want?"
Ellison can't stand that dude. We used to watch that in season
Hard
at
Knocks.
HBO Hard Knocks, and Ellison said, "What
He don't know what
man?
he
That
doing.
man need to be fired." That man,
He doesn't know what he's doing in his player's day, man. Go back and watch that Hard Knocks. He doesn't know.
Oh,
He doesn't know what he's doing.
dude. It was when they let Saquon go. You know, that was fireable to itself. They let Saquon go. It was that one, and the owner was coming down and talking to him, man. Mara was coming down. He was like, are we sure we really want to do this? Let Saquon go? Is that really? He's yeah, we can't get him. It's okay.
The owner is basically telling you, you need to keep him.
You need to
without
you need to keep this guy. Yeah. I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but
I'm telling you how to do the job.
Yeah.
Anshul, get in here, brother. Damn.
Where's Anshul at?
Anshul's right in the bottom, man. He's here. He wants to. Yeah, he wants to be part
Come
of
on
the
in,
panel.
join us, Anshul. Join us, right?
Jump on in, Anshul. I left the link in the chat.
Anshul told me that he's going for the Seahawks. He did tell me that. He does think that Brock Purdy's trash and we should trade him immediately.
Jeez.
Okay.
Keep him down there.
Yeah, Anshul.
I'm kidding. I'm just. He's not speaking for himself, so I'm just
We're forever divided in our fan base, aren't we?
He's already getting fire sparked on him, and he's not even in here yet.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to bring that energy. You know what I mean?
He's like Keon Coleman.
Yeah.
He's like,
he wants to trade for Keon Coleman and be number one wide receiver. That's what he wants. But going back to the 49ers real quick and the team and stuff like that. We always talk about who we wanted to draft and stuff, but like, what about free agency? We didn't talk about that. Like, what is the first? Because obviously draft is secondary to the free agency, and what you do in free agency pretty much dictates what you do in the draft at that point.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're assessing one position over the other in that situation. So like, yeah, we want a wide receiver and we want these other things, but what if we go out and get we trade for Brian Thomas Jr. before the draft? What becomes the draft pick at that point, right? Like, then it's either tied up or line. Yeah, it's best available at that point. Yeah. So who do you guys want to target in the offseason for what? Because last year it was the center. I can't remember his name for the Bears.
Dolman.
Yeah,
who went to a Pro Bowl.
Yeah. He was phenomenal over there.
He was good.
He was great. And
helped those Bears out tremendously.
$14 million for that guy. That's all it took.
I mean,
that drives me bonkers.
That was their first.
That was their first guy, huh?
That was first signing. Yeah.
The first two signings they had in the first day of free agency were two offensive linemen. They got Jackson from the Rams too on the same.
They did.
Yeah, Austin Jackson. Yeah.
And they paid dividends. They had a very productive year.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember that. I remember that the first day they went out and signed two offensive linemen on the first day.
And we just sat on our hands and looked like a window. Like 50 Cent said, we window shopping out this thing. I don't know.
It was very weird in the sense that heading into last year's offseason, it was Jed Wark was tired of spending so much money on players that weren't working out, which I understand. I get that. That would frustrate me even if I was a billionaire. That would be frustrating to do.
Don't mean you stop.
Doesn't mean you stop. Yeah, that's your job. You're still doing that. You own a team. You're going to have to do that whether you like it or not. It was very aggressive into special teams, as if special teams was the only thing that needed to be addressed. And it was weird. It's not wrong. It was terrible. It was some of the worst. I even said at the time, hire the janitor to be the special teams coach. I don't care. Anyone.
Hire Bernie. Hire Bernie, Jared. No, if that's the case, hire Bernie.
Who was the guy we had? we let him go. Who is that guy? Hey, what was his name? Oh man, we fired him. But speaking of fire, I got Anshu coming to the stage. Anshu in here right now.
What's up?
Anshu, you remember the special teams guy that we got rid of before we got
Brant Boyer.
Schneider.
Yeah, before we got
Brian Schneider, yeah.
Schneider from One Day at a Time. Yeah, that's it. Schneider was sorry, man. We were y'all remember One Day at a Time. I know Wolfie doesn't, but you remember One Day at a Time. Schneider used to roll his cigarettes up in his sleeve.
Oh my God. Serodome, you are always dating yourself with your references. I love it.
Yeah, that Mr. Romano. Yeah. What's up, Anshu? Hey, who will be our first pick? We're picking 27. What position should we go for? And if we could trade it away, who would be the guy that you would bring in here for a first round pick?
Ooh, okay. I'd say wide receiver if I'm taking there at 27, just because I've been seeing them tweets about the Seahawks and the Rams being like they have Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams and JSN and Cooper Kupp. Who do the Niners have? Literally Ricky Pearson, who can't stay healthy.
Got JJ and
JJ's a free agent.
And a convertible
Cowing, you guys know how big of a fan I am with Cowing.
Cowan's on a milk box, dude.
Dude's been hurt, unfortunately. So I don't. The Niners definitely need to go get a couple wide receivers.
Would you trade that number one for another wide receiver out there?
Yes, but I don't know who, because I know people have been saying JJ, unless he requests a trade. Maybe, but then the thing is, you're gonna have to give up more than just that first round pick. So do the Niners really want to do that? And then also financially, are the Niners actually gonna give out money? Because we know what happened last year, right? Like they didn't really spend much money. Are they actually willing to do that this year? Now all of a sudden,
we're gonna have to find something somewhere. Look around.
We have to kind of see what free agency plays like. I feel like for us to kind of know that. So
I actually think they're going to treat the last year the same thing this year. We're not going to get that much, I don't think, because it kind of worked, and in the sense that there's injury issues going on, but we still made the divisional round, and Kyle coached it up enough, and Robert Saleh did his thing to get there. I don't think they're going to break that formula and be like, hey, we didn't have to spend a lot. We made it there. We just got to make the right moves is what matters. And I disagree. I think you do need to make one or two big splashes here. But just based on the trend and the success they had in the previous year doing that, I wouldn't be maybe not on special teams like this year because we've addressed it. We have plenty of those now. Maybe that will be transferred to defense or offense with that same let's get a potential guy here. Let's get a low value, high reward guy here, and then just try to put it all together. Because, like I said, I don't think they're going to fix what they think is not broken. If that makes sense.
John Lynch is known for making a splash, though. So
but it's kind of stopped that last year.
No, man. I was looking for that splash, and it's the mid-season splash. It would have happened around week 8. I thought we were gonna do some, but that thing came. Yeah. They kind of said it was with Keon White, but really,
that was kind of like a hopeful.
That's more like a ripple when you throw the pebble in there. I was looking for Kashish, Kashish. Emmanuel Sanders.
You know what? I would say this, man. I don't know how far this guy is going to go or how high he's going to go, but if instead of moving or trading the pick for an established guy who you may not get, maybe you try to trade up and try to get familiar with the name Jordan Tyson. Arizona State wide receiver.
Oh, no.
Why?
I'm sorry, bro. Do not give me another ASU player, bro. I'm gonna be as biased. Okay,
he's nothing like Brandon Ayuk, so you get out your own head with that. He's a good.
Well, to be fair, we thought Brandon Ayuk was chill.
It's just I go to U of A and I don't like ASU, so I don't want any ASU players.
Hey, the kid can play, man. I'm telling you, Jordan Tyson.
Jordan Tyson.
Where do you think that Ohio State guy goes?
with a name like Jordan Tyson, you better be a sports player.
Tate's gonna go high. I'm not big on Carnell Tate, but he's gonna go in the top 10 probably, presumably. Yeah. I'm not big on him, but I think he's a good number 2. I don't know if he's going to be an outlier starting, your ace number 1 wide receiver, but he's a good player.
I think it's funny. Yeah, we need number 1 guy for sure. And I said it earlier too on Shoal. I think it's funny how the script was flipped. First, it was like, why are we drafting a wide receiver? Now it's like, holy shit, we need a wide receiver.
Yeah, so I know. Everybody's guys, why did we draft Ricky Pearsall, man? We were gonna take Cooper DeJean, and it's like, bro, this is exactly why. Even though I know he hasn't been healthy, but it's like.
It was with the thought process of Brandon Ayuk potentially potentially being the guy, right? So it was like, we got Brandon Ayuk. Why are you doing this? And then it's like, actually, that turned out to be a very smart move.
Y'all gonna
injury prone.
Y'all gonna take Cooper DeJean? He was on y'all board.
Well, so there was a report. Yes, so there was this whole report that basically during that draft that the Niners are going to take Cooper DeJean. And then basically, I guess someone in the room leaked that, and I guess John and Kyle weren't very happy, and then they ended up going Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah. So apparently pretty much that is like the reports. It was even a reliable source. I forgot who it was. Yeah. It was somebody who came out. It is Cooper DeJean. Everyone was excited. I was excited. I was like, yeah, we got Cooper DeJean. And then quite literally on the screen on my TV, Ricky Pearsall. What?
Yeah, like people who got the pick, people who got the pick like earlier saw Cooper DeJean, probably from like Adam Schefter and whatnot. But then it was
I would have took Pearsall too. I'm not big on Cooper DeJean, but
that's kind of what happened with Trey Lance as well. You remember, everybody was locked in solid. Yeah, they're going to get.
It was even worse with Trey Lance. Everybody was saying, "Oh, it's going to be Mac Jones."
I hated that, dude.
And then they came and said Trey Lance. We moved all the way up and got Trey Lance, and a lot of those writers, a lot of those inside guys were very pissed at Kyle because they were leaking the inside scoop, and he ran the flim flam on them. I could sense the animus for about a year and a half after that. That's how they make their living. Having a little inside scoop, and you ran the flim flam on them. They don't like that stuff.
Hey, Teardom, they were right. They were just years late. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we circle back.
For real. So I think that the Ricky Pearsall, to go back to Ricky Pearsall real quick, the thing about him is that he's just injury prone, right?
Yeah, he's not a bad player.
Talent is there, and I get
Substation.
It's frustrating when Larry Krueger or something like that, or Terradome too. It's not frustrating when like Terradome says it's like that because we're cool and stuff like that, but like. It's just it gets overwhelming sometimes when I think to myself, just like, dude, he's not bad. It's just the injury thing.
Yeah.
On the field, he breaks ankles. He runs the routes. Brock Purdy connects with them and stuff. It's quite literally his injury issue. So and to be fair, one time in college when they drafted him, and there was this shoulder injury heading into the draft.
He came here, Wolfie, wearing that blue jersey.
I know, but that was his only injury in 5 years.
Showed up hurt, and then he got shot, and then
the getting shot though was uncontrollable, and I get everybody. He was a rookie.
But it was just always something. It's that convertible Saab. It's a great car. It looks wonderful. When it runs, it's smooth. Everybody can see me in it. But Wolfie, that thing stayed broke too many times. It stayed broke 9 months out the year.
But okay. You have every right to be like, okay, I'm done, and I totally get where you're with all of that. But it's like some people, and people are just like this. They attract the accidents, the incidents, things are outside their control. For some reason, things just keep happening to them. And I think that's kind of the same thing with Pearsall. We got the hip drop tackle. that hurt him, that took him out of the game, if I remember that correctly. He gets shot. It's completely outside of his control. He's got so many things that are outside of his control that holds him back, while also things he controls holding him back. It's just some people are clumsy, injury-prone people, and Pearsall may very well just be that guy.
Well, I can't have that around 19.
Just bad luck.
Thank you. Please come again. Yeah, he janky.
I mean,
Yeah.
the tough thing
if he had
is
1,400 yards, you said if he had 1,400 yards, you still wouldn't trust him. If he had 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns, you still wouldn't.
Man, I'm done. I'm done. He done let me down too much. I can't have it. No.
I think the tough part is though, like I think this is a really good example. I remember Aaron Banks when they got him, and everyone's like, "Oh, why aren't we playing him?" And the reason was, okay, yes, they had Laken Thompson, but I think because they wanted to make sure that he was like the NFL weight and in NFL shape before they played him. And that's the problem is, even though the Niners like to redshirt him, and obviously because he got shot, that changed plans. But I think if that didn't happen, maybe the Niners were going to spend that time to try to get him really into NFL shape, and it's just been bad luck now, I think, with Pearson.
Like Aaron Banks was like, he didn't fit the scheme. That was shocking.
Yeah.
When we drafted Aaron Banks, I was like, why? He's a
Trey
power
Sermon
guy.
too.
Agile. Yeah, so it just didn't. That was a very shocking pick when we got.
He
Aaron
looked
Banks.
soft. He reminded me of that kid that got bullied in Miami, who Richie Incognito user. What was his name? Jonathan something. You remember him, Allison?
Oh yeah. Because he was gay. Was that the guy?
Jonathan Martin.
Jonathan Martin. Yeah, he had Jonathan Martin written all over him when I seen him. That's the pudgy Pillsbury doughboy. No, that ain't what you need. You need road graders. You need real.
No, it was true. I'm not lying.
People who will come off that line and beat and move people like them. You see the Gray Zabel up there with the seed chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
When Gray Zabel come around that corner, do you see people getting off, getting out of that way? That's what I'm looking for. I don't need a who.
Yeah.
I was so pissed when they draft Gray Zabel. That was like I think my second or third offensive lineman in the draft. I loved that player, and I was so upset to see how I got him. I was like, damn, they got a good
ball
player.
player. He's a good ball player.
Everybody we were mock drafted. We went through several mock drafts. Either Seattle got him or them daggone Rams got him.
hey, Wilson.
They looked at our shows and went, "Thanks, guys."
Who was the one that you missed on from this draft?
That we missed on? What do you mean?
That you missed on. The one that you were just like, I gotta have.
Oh,
I think it's gonna be good, and he just for his rookie year didn't pan out to the expectations so far.
The one that top of my
What
head,
position?
I thought Jack Sawyer was going to be somebody, and so far he's been non-existent. He went like in the 6th or 7th round. I thought he was going to go.
Jack Sawyer was good in the playoffs.
Was he? I don't remember.
Linebacker.
I had Jack Sawyer. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I remember seeing that he was pretty solid for the Steelers, at least near the end of this season.
Yeah, Iowa State, and I liked him more than the other guy. So I guess the other guy is playing better, if I remember correctly. He's on the Chargers. He went to the Pro Bowl, right? Didn't he? Or I could be tripping. But
who?
The edge rusher for the Chargers is like Tua.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's a Pro Bowler.
And I think he's a rookie. I thought Jack Sawyer was going to be better than him, so I was wrong about that. But if Jack Sawyer is performing in the playoffs, and I guess I wasn't entirely wrong. The guy, I can't really. Hey man, I'm right. Sweet. I can't really think of anybody.
My guy was Andrew McCuba. I wanted Andrew McCuba. Really bad.
Andrew McCuba, that's the one.
And the Eagles swooped in.
And he's been okay.
He's
playing as good as I thought.
He had some injuries, but he's what they want. He was a starter out there. That's all you can ask.
I was right about Gunnar Helm. Gunnar Helm looks really good. I forgot what team he was on. He had a crazy touchdown catch and double.
He's
coverage.
the tight end, right?
Yeah, he's a tight end. I loved him a lot. I wanted him in the third round.
Texas, yeah.
I like that one.
I wanted Teddy Buchanan. You guys remember Teddy Buchanan?
I remember Teddy Buchanan.
You know,
Red Warner
Ravens guy.
Wait, you remember that? Okay, this wasn't last year's draft, but do you guys remember that the tight end from a super small school, and he went to the Packers.
Musgrave?
No, the other
Musgrave?
one, Tucker Kraft.
Tucker
I remember
Kraft.
being
Tucker
a
Kraft.
huge fan of him, and I was like, dude, I needed the Niners to get him. And he's been
And
pretty
I wanted
good.
the kid that tight end from, I think he went to maybe Buffalo. Fanning, I think his name was.
The Browns guy. Yeah, he went to
Who
the
you go
Browns.
to?
The Browns.
Okay.
Yeah, he was my favorite tight end in the draft. I remember that.
Yeah.
Harold Fanning Jr.
That's
Yeah.
him.
Damn good.
That's him.
Yeah.
I wanted that one.
He's damn good too, dude.
Yeah, very good.
Instead,
Very
we
good.
freaking got Cameron Latu and Braden Willis.
Cameron
That
Lott,
was a different draft, but
can't catch
No,
a
I
cold
know.
naked in a snowstorm.
Oh my god! I will
Drop
ponder
to.
on that, Ellison. By the way, I'll ponder on it on the ones I'm sure I missed because everyone does. I'm sure I missed.
We all
one.
miss. We all miss.
Yeah,
Everybody miss.
like I liked Izaraku that went to the Cowboys. He showed potential in flash.
I think he was more. I thought he was more situational. Pass
Situational.
Yeah.
Mike Green is not too bad. Is doing
I
some
liked,
things.
what was his name? I think he
Ravens.
went to the Bills. TJ Sanders.
TJ
Sanders
Sanders.
with the Bills. I liked him.
I think he went to the Bills. He was a defensive
position?
tackle from
Tackle.
South Carolina. I believe.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was
Yeah.
good. I liked him. He was good. The player that I would say that I wasn't high on, that I still think kind of it was in the top. It was Mason Graham. I want to say I'm kind of right about that still because I said that.
No,
I
yeah,
think-
he didn't do that good.
Yeah, I think he's good. I thought he was good, but not like top 5, top 2, top 3 kind of type thing that everyone preached about. Like he was gonna be this guy, and I was like Christian Wilkins at best. Okay, still a good D tackle, but not like everyone was like Aaron Donald, dude, and I was like, calm down.
You gotta factor in the situation too, bro. That's not ideal. That's not an ideal situation for anyone.
I was so shocked when we drafted like Alfred Collins because I was like, that doesn't look like the typical type of defensive tackle. And I was like, okay, actually, and then I wasn't hating on him because I know people in camp were like, oh my god, he's not doing it, not practicing. No, I was shocked by the pick, but I actually liked the pick.
I like to pick a Michael. Michael, he just got injured this year, but
I know everybody wants to
Did
go.
exactly what we're supposed to do at top tier.
Everybody
Did
wants
exactly
to
what
go
we're supposed
after Michael Williams, but if you look, the Niners, I believe, were top 5 in run defense when he was
good at
there,
that.
and then as
He
soon
was
as he
there.
got hurt,
Yeah,
it
as soon as
dipped
he,
to
like,
like 28th or something.
yeah,
What
he
was
came
it?
here to be the run stopper.
What was his injury again? What did he do?
ACL.
ACL, which is better than Achilles if you ask me, but still.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Substation.
Still a year off.
Substation.
Substation. There won't nothing wrong with that boy. ACL boy.
It doesn't look like any of the teams for the Super Bowl are practicing there.
They be all right as long as you there for a week. You can do it for a week.
Stop it.
2 weeks, 3 weeks. Nah, man, start breaking your stuff down.
I never got to finish my thought on that on the substation thing.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
So no, because we wanted to watch you do the Bernie's dance.
Still hurts.
The weekend at Bernie's Chicken.
Did you see that on show, by the way? Did you see my
No, I
dance?
didn't. I'll have to go back.
You're gonna have to replay it. One more time, buddy. One more
That shit
time.
hurts so bad. I'm not doing it again, man.
No,
Someone
it's
send me
fine.
20,
I'll
do it
go
again.
try to find it.
Someone shoot me a
Oh,
20.
no.
I'll do it
Don't worry
again.
about it. It's
You
going
gotta make
viral.
it short. You gotta yeah.
Yeah, make it a short. Make it a
Make it
short.
a short.
Yeah,
that
Make
shit
it a
hurt,
short. Make it a
There's
short.
gonna be a meme somewhere with it.
man. Call it the weekend at Bernie's dance, I guess. Not
Chicken.
the not the
Bernie.
Hank dance.
It's the Merton Hanks dance.
Merton Hanks dance, yeah. Do you know what we're talking about?
But-
Merton
but
Hanks
go-
dance? Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, he don't
No,
remember.
no, no.
Merton Hanks.
No,
Oh,
I want to know. Does Anshel know this? You remember Merton Hanks?
I've heard the name, but I
knew it.
Oh,
See
wow.
them 30-year-old.
I wasn't alone. I wasn't alone. Let's go. Everyone was bashing me, bro. Like, how do you not know that?
Damn millennials.
It's not my fault.
I've heard the name. I just don't know how he did for the Niners. And the only reason is because I think he got like a Madden card one year.
Madden does a lot of wonders, man. Madden gives you a lot of knowledge of players and stuff, man.
My God.
There's some good out of that.
But going back to that thing, so I was saying, since 2013, we started getting players that were injury prone. That was one reason why this team is injury prone. Number two, and it's a mix of all of these, and why our team is injury prone is that, and also Kyle building a callus thing where we have to practice even though through pains and practice through injuries, because that's the way the NFL works. And if you build that callus, you're going to last longer in the NFL. That's number two. Number three is the training
staff.
What do you call them? The training staff. Yeah,
strength and conditioning.
Strength and conditioning coaches. In 2018, we had one of the worst strength and conditioning coaches. He went somewhere else, and his assistant took over. It's the same system. And then last year, that assistant coach left, and we got the Jets strength and conditioning coach, which the Jets have been the same thing. They're famous for being injury prone all the time. And going back to that car analogy, it's like if you have a Ferrari and you run that Ferrari hard and something goes wrong with the engine, you don't take it to Firestone to get it fixed. We have a Firestone staff, strength and conditioning coaches. That's that funny. They don't know how to take care of that kind of a Ferrari when it's being abused so much. And the only difference, let's say, with Sean Payton, like I forgot who was saying that Sean Payton runs the same kind of even harder. Greenlaw was saying that
Dre Greenlaw was saying that Sean Payton runs a harder practice than Kyle. Yeah.
The only reason that they don't have that kind of injury, they're not injury prone like that, is because their strength and conditioning coaches know how to treat those symptoms. And it's a combination of all of it. Like I was saying, I used to drive by all the time. This is where the 49ers practice since the 90s. And they weren't like that back then. And they were right next to the same substation. It's always been there. And for people to say that now, because they build up the stadium, now there's more wattage, going on there. Let's remember that stadium is not open throughout the training camp, and is not open throughout the whole week. It's only open once a week. So that can't be it.
That's the new substation. Before 2014, it was the old Tasman substation. After 2014, Northern Receiving Station, NRS, it expanded, and the potential 2,000% increase in the capability of it. And ergo, you're in Silicon Valley. Everybody's using the cell phone now. Everybody's using even more energy and built it up out there. It's worth looking into. That's all I'm saying. This study has to be done, and we got to take this daggone thing serious. I want you to be able to tell me with an independent, not a 49er owned guy, an independent studier, how much electromagnetic field is being generated around my facility and my players here, right around
that's
there,
as bad,
right next to this practice field and weight room and the headquarters of the San Francisco 49ers. It's got to be something. I thought maybe it's the crew, maybe it's the strength and conditioning, maybe it's the salad, maybe it's the drinks. I don't know, but it's something wrong when we have 6 or 7 times the injuries that everybody else in the National Football League has. It can't be these 31 are just regular guys, and this one is just an outlier. It's got to be something. That's all I'm saying. It got to be something.
Well, we're not the only ones that are injury prone. There's 2 or 3 other teams that are more injury prone than the 49ers. and they're not by substations.
No, they looked at the last
within the last
7
10 years.
No, the 49ers have missed more games with more players and more injuries than any other team by far the last since 2016.
There was one year
6 times the rate.
There was one year where we were completely healthy though. There was we were like 28th or something like that in injuries. Like it was in 2023 where we went to the Super Bowl. So
was that the McGlinchey and was that the McGlinchey?
Did the substation be like, yo, I'm taking the year off? That's my thing. It's like because then that would have continued, right? Like
I don't know.
I've told you before, David, I'm not like if you want to move the substation, you want to move on, you want to believe it. I don't. I think it's ridiculous, but if you want to, I'm all for it. Do whatever you got to take. They said monks, exorcists.
They told Christopher Columbus he was ridiculous. The earth is flat. If you get enough science and you do enough something, we're going to accept something. They used to say, hey, a couple of cigarettes a day don't hurt you. Yeah.
They also say windmills cause cancer, and I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe that either. What's the logic behind that? That's a different conversation. What's the logic behind that being cancer? It's just when I guess the whole other conversation. Let's not talk about that. That's a whole other debate.
That's more political.
yeah, that takes a whole. And I don't do that shit.
Everybody's saying this is. There's a Greek saying post hoc ergo propter hoc. It happened, therefore that caused it. And one could look at things that way, but I just want the science to follow. Do an independent study. Tell me it's not after an independent study. I don't want to just dismiss it because it's got to be something. It's something wrong here.
It's so drastic. The injury situation is so insane that you have to entertain the idea. It's I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen so many players get injured so much.
Yeah, with the same type of tendon, soft tissue.
Yeah. This reminded me of like the COVID year, honestly. Like because remember every week during that COVID year we'd sign someone.
Yeah, then we kept getting hurt. Jason Verrett
I felt like this was like literally so similar.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. It's weird because also like that 1 year you were saying when I think Staley and McGlinchey really were the only guys who missed some time, and then they were back and like we made the Super Bowl. So I don't know. I think the Niners should still look into this just because you do kind of want to know, right? Do whatever you can to try to limit these. Injuries.
Show me why it ain't. That's all I ask. Show me why it's not. Tell me.
I think it's all of those things all mixed in together. It's just a perfect storm. All the things that I mentioned. It's just a perfect storm of everything.
Yeah, and I'm not going to dismiss anybody. Everything's on the table at this point.
Yeah.
It could very well be the staff y'all done hired some janky promoters to be our strength and conditioning.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised because I remember Teardome. I remember that they hired people. I'm not even kidding. That were from hockey.
Yes, we got the hockey guys. It's like, ain't nobody skating, man.
It's like, dude, you're barely tackling in that sport. It's like unless there's a fight.
Well, you do. Yeah, you need dentists for hockey because they handle teeth. Nobody has any teeth.
For real. But yeah, it's definitely something that we're gonna have to address and figure out. And if I see, so like just to kind of conclude it, I guess. The thing that's going to disappoint me, that's going to kind of bother me a little bit, is if we never hear about this again. Like we heard about it in the press conference. They talked about it. They questioned and stuff like that. My problem is I need to hear throughout the offseason, hey, we did our research here. We tried this. Hey, we looked at the coaching staff here. We did. I need to hear things that they're addressing this issue.
Yeah.
That's what I need to hear. And I got a feeling that we're not. I feel that's my fear. It's never gonna be mentioned again until we get injury prone and season started.
Here's another way of looking at it as well. Here's the bad part about this. this thing has gotten out. People are doing little interviews, and it's a story, and other free agents.
Yeah, that's
would
what I was just
have
gonna
a
bring
chance to come to San Francisco,
Yeah.
the Santa Clara facility. They're gonna start considering this.
Mhm.
And hey, man, don't nobody want to just come out here and get hurt. So
Yeah.
we need to put a cap on this thing and get something around here because this player's talking. And I know a lot of us dismiss.
Can't wait to get my ACL with the 49ers.
I watched
they're like, I'm just visiting there and I got hurt, bro. Like,
yeah, Ocho Cinco said the same thing. He said, "No, man, it ain't that. That can't be it. I never got hurt. It's a lot of people who just don't believe, and that's fine. But it is a lot of people. Some people believe in the Madden curse.
Yeah, that's true.
All you got to do is put it out there a few times and show some science, and it's a thing. This thing thing travels. Yeah, it travels
for sure.
So I guess that you put my quarterback under that category too of a substation, right, Wolfie? Being a call and being hurt. I guess you could put my quarterback in that same category as the substation.
As a substation, yeah.
The
substation. You got substation over there, brother.
Yeah, we got substation here.
No, injuries happen.
Whichever team has
everybody gets hurt, Ellison. It's gonna be injuries, but not at 6 times the rate.
No, what I'm getting at is, I'm getting at Wolfie because he made a slide comment about a month or so ago about my quarterback being injury prone, and we had a little to do about that.
He is injury prone.
Daniels.
Pierce, and I didn't agree with you. I told you, I was like, Pearsall may very well be just injury prone. And then later, as the months went on, he is definitely injury prone. So I definitely understand.
But at the same time, what I was trying to say to you was this is pro football. And I don't know a pro football player that doesn't have any ailments, doesn't have any injuries after a game or games. Like, it's going to happen. My thing is, do you have a 53-man roster? It's not just predicated on one person.
Some players are going to be more injured than others because they are injury prone. So, like, for example, Jaden Daniels has been more injured than most.
He didn't miss any games. He missed one game last year's rookie year.
In college, he had injury problems.
We're talking about
injury issues in college. And then this year, he also got seriously injured. So he had 1 year where he got
seriously injured? What was a serious injury?
In college, I don't remember the injuries, but I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm talking about the NFL. You said he had injury. He had a serious injury. He had an ACL in college. But what was the serious injury this year in the NFL? What was the serious injury?
I don't remember. It was something in his foot, if I remember correctly. He got tackled.
No, it wasn't his foot.
It's something in his legs, though.
It was a hamstring. But at the same time, I'll tell you this: from somebody who's near the DC area, he would have played a majority of those games this year. They didn't want to put him out there because the season was going the way it was. So
well, he got hurt and they forced him out there, and then he kept playing. And then they were like,
they didn't
force him out. He got hurt, and they were like, "Hey, you putting me out here? What are you talking about? You tripping?
What are you talking about? They didn't force him out there. They
told when he got hurt in that game, he came back the next week.
He wanted to play. It wasn't
okay. A lot of players want to keep playing while they're hurt, but like he's still hurt in the majority way that held him back because he was not the same after that hit.
And like,
what? No,
he wasn't as good.
True.
Get out there and make it happen, there, Mortimer.
Speaking of hamstrings, I need to know what the hell is up with Jacob Cowing's hamstrings, bro.
That's substation.
That's not true.
Okay, let's say aside from
substation, yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, there's no way you can have a hamstring injury for 18 weeks, bro.
Is either that substation or they stretching them with hockey skis on.
You gotta find. You're gonna have to find. You can find your answer to this equation here.
Yeah, man. We just get people who take the champagne. We had a running back named McKinnon. Thank you, Wi-Fi. We had a running back named McKinnon, and the guy just stayed hurt all the time here. All the time. I look, he go to the daggone Chiefs. This punk went in the Super Bowl. He's scoring on us. I said, Oh, he wasn't always hurt. Something was here. I don't know.
That's so true, dude, about Jerick McKinnon. All I heard was Kyle Shanahan wants him. He's going to be great. Mm-hmm. Everyone bragged about this whole Jerick McKinnon thing. He's going to be great in the passing game. He was practically praised as like the CMC before we got CMC.
Yeah.
And then it just never came into fruition.
I literally remember hearing the week before, like the season was about to start, that McKinnon tore his ACL.
Jerick McKinnon and CMC are two different body types.
But I meant
he was going to be the workhorse. He was going to
running back,
used like CMC. He was going to be not the prototype of CMC, but he was going to be the workhorse, run through it a lot.
Jerick McKinnon was always a third down back. There's no way you could have used him as your bell cow back. Even at
that was the praise.
This was the plan. This was the plan.
He was the number one guy.
But you're right. He was first, a second, a third, or a fourth down back because he was always hurt.
Yeah.
But then he goes to the Kansas City Chiefs and is winning the daggone Super Bowl. I think he scored on us in the Super Bowl. And now I'm like, was it that Substation?
Okay, so how do y'all define Mike McGlinchey then? He's in Denver. He's not the
I was just about to say that. Mike McGlinchey.
Did he he's starting for him, ain't it?
Yeah, but he wasn't hurt.
He's doing great now.
He wasn't hurt with y'all, was he?
Yeah, he got hurt a couple times.
Yeah, he was.
He got hurt like a couple times during that year where Staley also got hurt, but then we still
got thrown out the club by a Dallas Cowboy 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, but he wasn't hurt.
Yeah, he was just
in 2019 he missed 4 games, and then in 2029 he missed 9 games out of the 5 years that he was here. So he missed 13 games while he was here. His rookie season, he played a full season. In 2019, he missed 4 games. Played a full season. 2020, 2021, he missed 9 games. And 2022, he played the full season.
I would say
so. He was on and off.
I would say this is pro football. People get hurt. It is what it is. You got to have a 53-man roster.
Yeah, someone's got to
be number one. It's going to happen. Unfortunately, you guys are number one in that category, but
every year,
players get hurt every year, man.
Jets was up there. Hey, the Jets were up there too, and that's why we got their strength and conditioning coach. We want to keep it going.
All right, here's another thing. That MetLife Stadium, that
trash life.
It's all right. Trash life. Go ahead. Say what else about MetLife Stadium in that field?
How do y'all
feel about? Ain't it a little something with that field? Ain't it?
It's horrible.
Yeah. That is their substation. Like 110%.
That's theirs.
That's worse than the substation, bro.
That's what we're dealing. It's something wrong there.
It doesn't just take their own players; it takes other players.
It takes other players. Yeah, everybody who plays. I'm just saying that's what I'm feeling like here. It's everybody plays on a stadium. Everybody got turf, but it's something different with that stadium than it is with a lot of other stadiums around. That's all I'm saying.
For sure.
Hey man, I think y'all. Hey, it's like you said, it's worth looking into. I don't know how far it's going to get, but I think you're fishing for eggs. But that's just me. But hey, man, it's worth looking into. If you got somebody do a study, you paying money to them and see if they can find out anything, go ahead and do it. It is what it is. But I don't know how much you're actually going to find that's going to get out. I
hope it's nothing. I hope they come back and say, look, we had 3 independent studies. We had OSHA out here. We had everybody, and there is nothing wrong with you being in front of that substation for 8 to 10 hours a day for expanded amounts of time, and it has no effect on anybody any different than anything else. I would love to come and say that.
But would your mind change after that?
If it's independent studies, yes. Independent studies, yeah. I could say, yeah, we're good. We'll move on to the next thing. But something is wrong when our rate of injury is 6 times the average of the other 31 teams. It's something different here, and we need to explain that.
Yeah,
maybe it's just the ball player.
If it was, I agree with Terry. Like if it was just like every now and again, right? Or it wasn't like they're barely number one and stuff like that, like every year. Like
yeah, if we were average amongst the other 31, Allison, you're right. People just get hurt. Hey, it's random, but it's something. This is not.
I don't know though, because haven't some players that left the Niners also said that the way they condition is different?
There is a different preach.
It could be a whole way of life that you go about as far as being, under Kyle and how he runs things. All that could be
because the thing is, it's not just about stretching. From what I've reading, isn't it also about like what you're eating, what your diet?
Yeah, all of that
is too. So it's like, okay, are the players actually following?
Yeah,
they do have more taco trucks there than anywhere else. So.
So,
hey,
do they have a mask?
Somebody tell me something. Why is my rate 6 times the average of the NFL? That's all I'm asking.
So, are people just are like multiple players, like a majority of players, just not listening to the strength and conditioning coach?
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah.
If that's the case,
like
that's a huge problem. In 2023, man, we were super healthy. So whatever, you gotta go look at that, bro. Whatever we did there, we the Super Bowl in 2023, that season, man, go look at that. What was the difference maker in that situation? I know we lost our strength and conditioning coach, our training staff to I think Atlanta. I think that year. I could be wrong, but yeah.
I mean, I gotta know every specific injury too. Like, what was the injury? How did the injury happen? Was it an ACL or Achilles and nobody around? Was he rolled up on? Did somebody land on him? Like, what injury?
Like
what kind
Fred,
of
for example, was an accident. That was not like because of soft tissue. That really because a player.
Yeah, contact injuries.
Yeah, but then a guy like Kittle was dealing with the soft, hamstring the entire year, so that probably. Definitely wasn't 100%, and then that's probably
you're playing him too much. You're playing too many minutes as it is on a bump, hamstring, or whatever he had. So
okay. We're all, I just realized something. We're all blaming the wrong person. We're all blaming the wrong thing. I just realized this. Holy shit! Ding. CMC. It's his fault. He's sacrificing these players, brother. He's doing that. He's sacrificing these players. Is it a coincidence that suddenly we win a game, a player gets hurt? I shit you not. Every time we won a game this year, a player was out for the rest of the season. Every single game. So CMC's
it could be
games going.
It could be the CMC.
Okay, I kind of I disagree with this comment right here because Dre Greenlaw, we even heard going into the Super Bowl and throughout the year that he was already dealing with Achilles issues, and then it just fit. Yeah. And then it just gave out in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
he was,
I remember
walking onto the about to run onto the field. It just snaps.
Yeah, and he was dealing with that something with the.
No, I remember that. Yeah,
that's the ACL tear I've ever seen, dude. Sorry, Achilles tear I've ever seen, bro. I've never seen anything like that. You just nonchalantly just jog onto the field. It's crazy work.
That's how I go. That Achilles will go on you.
So, I want you guys to know, also when it's so funny, seeing all these injuries, by the way, from these 49ers teams being surrounded by injuries so much. Whenever I don't know if you guys do this, whenever I get a pain in my Achilles or my I get scared. Oh my god,
man. Mine was sore the other day. I'm like, oh Lord, I started stretching it. I got a band on. I was like, please do not pop it. It's still a little right now. I'm like, oh my God, don't let it pop. Don't let it
and
pop.
As you get older, there's a chance of that happening just doing basic shit. From what people tell me that, and suddenly it'll snap.
Going up the stairs. Bam.
Hey Hugh, I was playing in my league last 2 weeks ago, and I don't know what happened, end of the game, and I stepped the wrong way, and I looked behind me. I was like, ain't nobody touched me, and my calf was hurt. I was like, man, I know this is not what I think it is. But it ended up being my calf
strength.
First thing I went to my mind was, I know I did not tear my Achilles.
No, man. I know. You were with me when it happened. That calf strain hit me, You turn around and you say, "Who threw something at me?" Man,
that was the first thing I thought about. I was like, I know at 45 years old, this is not happening to me right now.
I was 44. I was 44 with y'all that day at Pine Camp. Yep.
Yeah, but it was just my calf though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you guys did you guys see the Netflix thing where the guy was climbing the building? You guys hear about that? Where he climbed the giant tower?
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
I kept freaking out because like if he tears something, he's fucked. He's dead. He's gone. There's no way he's gonna survive. If he tears something, he's dead. Like, and so I know he doesn't stretch, he takes care of himself, but he's an older guy, and that can happen to anybody at any time. And then when I saw him like hanging from his legs and just trying to wash his hands, like dry his hands off, I was like, oh my God, he's gonna break his ankle, he's gonna tear his sports has constantly made me look at whenever someone does something athletic and they're older and something like that, I've developed this like PTSD almost where I almost think that, okay, they're fucked, or okay, at any moment they're done. They're going to snap. So I always get like, so sometimes I'll see like an older guy like running or something like that. I'm like, dude, he's going to tear his ACL. So like football has kind of created this PTSD.
Hey man,
you're just thinking about it.
I was on pins and needles just watching Phillip Rivers come back.
Oh yeah, right, for real.
Dude, did you guys see Phillip Rivers was maybe going to get the Bills job?
Yeah,
I saw that. Thank God he didn't. I would have hated that.
Well, I mean, I think
he took his name out of the running yesterday. Yeah. I think he got assisted. He wasn't gonna get it anyway. But.
Yeah, Joe Brady's the guy, man.
Paradome's a huge Brady guy. I've heard that Bills fans don't like him. I've heard.
They probably won't, maybe, but he gets separation in his passing game. He is really good.
He's a good offensive line.
It's a lot of YouTube stuff on the Joe Brady passing game and how he does. It's called Dirty Bunch, and from Dirty Bunch trip sets, and he gets a lot of crosses. He gets separation for those guys, and they're not the best receivers in the world, but they get separation. They average around 3 to 4 yards of separation, and it's because of his nuances.
I remember he was with Carolina, and he was like straight dog water.
Carolina was straight dog water. I remember when he was LSU and they were national champions. So we can go that way with it too.
Yeah. It's a matter of the talent that you have too.
Yeah.
You gotta have the talent.
Before I dip, I want to ask Anshul because I want to know his opinion on this. Patriots or Seahawks? I saw your comment. You said Patriots, but I'd like to know why, because I feel like there's no winning here, no matter who wins. So why does the Seahawks outweigh the Patriots?
Okay, well, first of all, I hate that safety guy's gonna talk so much shit. The Manwari or whatever his name is. And my thing is, if the Rams would have made it and won, I'd be like, dude, they barely have any fans. I don't really care as much. Seattle, they got too many fans, and they're just gonna rub it in and be like, "Oh, we won it at Levi Stadium on your I'm not gonna stand the after effect of that. And I get it, the Patriots have won multiple championships, but I also think it's a cool story. Like if they get it done, man, with where they kind of had a couple years off, which that happens to every dynasty, right? And then they got this new coach and new quarterback, and they made it in. So I think it'd be a pretty cool story too.
So you're saying they made all the right moves at the right time to get to this point. Hiring Mike Vrabel, Drake May doing his thing. They don't have crazy weapons on offense. They have Stephon Diggs at best.
Yeah. Exactly. They don't have like a Julian Edelman or a Gronk or anything.
So my reason why I'm with you on that. If the Rams went, I would have gone for the Rams over the Patriots. Just like what you said there. I don't run into that many fans. I don't deal with those fans. I don't associate with those fans. And when I do, they're not that bad. Yes, there's bad apples, and we know who we're talking about. Papa J knows
every fan base though has
every fan base has those crazy, evil, bad apples. And so if they want
a whole orchard,
I live in Southern Cali I see more Seahawk fans than I do see Rams fans, and I live in Southern California, so it's kind of like I won't be tortured as much. But Seahawks fans, though, I grew up in Washington State. They are brutal, dude. They will not let you forget anything.
Oh.
Every day it's shit 24/7. I remember losing to the Raiders one time as a 49ers fan, and Seahawks fans could, you lost to the Raiders, you suck. They hate 49ers fans. They will come at you, they will find you, and they will shit on you. So my family are Seahawks fans. I have some coworkers who are Seahawks fans.
Throw stuff at you.
It sound like Philly fans.
Yeah, nobody's as disgusting as a Philly fan, but
that's
but
number
they try to
one.
come pretty
They're number one.
100%.
I can't imagine living around. I can't imagine being in Philly and not being an Eagles fan.
Hey, when you go to Philly, you cannot wear the opposition's colors in the stadium.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're worse than Seahawks. The Seahawks is up there. There's like top 5. They're pretty bad.
Now, Oakland is one of them. You couldn't wear anything in Oakland.
Oh yeah,
That's
Oakland with the black hole was real.
Now you can't even go into Oakland without getting robbed. Now Oakland's bad, dude. Oakland is absolutely terrible.
Or Oaktown.
Yeah, it's
everything
falling
left.
apart.
The A's and the Warriors, everybody left, right?
Yeah, I think the Warriors, they are in Oakland, I guess.
In downtown San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, Oracle's still there because they use it for concerts and stuff.
Okay.
Still, I'm pretty sure. And then I think the Warriors used it when they hosted the All-Star game, so that I think for practices and stuff.
But other than that, it's not being.
No, they don't really.
Yeah, it's Oakland's bad. Oakland's definitely up there. So yeah, I was just curious. I want to know your opinion on that. Like, why did you pick one over the other and stuff? I'm probably gonna pick the Patriots too. Like, I'm with you on that. But I just hate. I just again, there's no winning here because I hate the idea that the Patriots officially become the best NFL team in the NFL all time officially. And I hate that. I hate that thought process. And not to mention Papa J, I know some Patriots fans. When I lived in Washington, I was surrounded by more, but not anymore. Like I don't see them as much, but I still have that animosity towards that team because I still remember their whole bullshit through the 10s and 2000s, dude. It was just constant shit, dude. And so it's really personal. It's like when there is no winning, it comes personal at that point where it's like, okay, how does this personally affect me compared to this? How does this personally affect me? So everyone's going to have a different answer. I feel like for example, if the Rams won, I have a personal reason, you have a personal reason, and there's some like Papa J has a personal reason why he's not going to go for the Rams if they win a Super Bowl. When there's two negatives, it's all personal at that point. And so I was just curious about that.
Well,
I'm probably going to pick Seahawks.
Let me go ahead and wrap this thing up, gentlemen. It's been 3 hours and 50 minutes on a very short day for Terradome. Now, I was off today, so I had my buddies come on up in here, man. We had Red Jet, Shell. We had Dion here early. Anshu's here. Wolfie, Anshu and Wolfie, y'all tell them where y'all can be reached and y'all can be seen. The people that are still with us. Go ahead, Anshu.
Go ahead, Anshul.
Yeah, thanks for having me as always, Terradome. I came here and I was like, God damn, you guys are having a party. But yeah, you guys can follow me over on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that jazz. Same
49er
name.
Media.
Yep, same name, 49er Media. We'll be posting, any breaking news and updates and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I actually get some information from you. Sometimes you pop up my YouTube and I'll see like you post. Oh shit, I just learned something. So keep it up, man.
Yeah, Anshu will own it.
Appreciate that.
He's on it. He's on it. You can, me and Terradome do shows all the time. Stuff like that. You find me on there. I'm around. Find me at that149erfan.com. I don't know why I said that. At that 149er fan. I don't have a website. That 149er fan here on YouTube. I don't have a Twitter. I don't have any of that shit. I have an Instagram, but I don't use it. I use it to steal graphics and to make videos out of it. I don't actually use Instagram.
Well,
it's for to look at, if you like women or dudes, that's what it's for. Okay. Or stealing a graphic. That's what it's for.
I've actually been using ChatGPT. Like, it's been pretty good with like creating thumbnails and stuff too.
Using AI, you would, brother. You would.
not for all of them, but if it's like, dude, I just have never like been able to create a good graphic still for like if I'm doing like a preview show or something. It's like it's pretty good for that.
I bet. All right. So you're not like having them write you up a script and things.
Yeah,
like that.
no, it's just
more
a
like a
thumbnail.
tool. Yeah, bring up the thumbnail. Yeah, okay, I respect that.
You do your homework.
Papa J, can you be reached anywhere? You need your own show, Papa J. What's going on?
Yeah, maybe I should start one.
Yeah, you need to get on one, bro. You're always on.
We'll support you, bro. We'll put it out there too.
We got you.
I'll think about that. Seriously, think about that for this coming up season. So, yeah, I appreciate that.
My man, Papa J, man. He's usually on with me. We usually meet up with David McDonough at the Lockdown, the pick segment. We ain't got to do no picks anymore. We ain't but one pick now. So. Ellison can be seen on this platform as well as Eagles platform as well as any other platform. I look up, I say, this dude on somebody else's show or somebody else's show.
I'm around starting fires, man. So if you want me to start a fire, I'll come in and burn the house down.
Hey, that's what he do. Hey, the man's an arsonist. Hey, all right. It ain't about the smoke, it's about the fire around here.
Ellison started the fire.
And I just especially want to thank Reggie Shell. She stopped in there. I think I already said Dion. And I want to thank all of you that hung with us these long hours. I'm sure we had some good entertainment. If nothing else, we had Wolfie doing the Merton Hanks. Clip that up, ladies and gentlemen.
My neck still hurts, by the way. My neck hurts here, and my back is in pain right now.
Wolfie's gonna go and get some icy hot to put on that neck.
Our eyes are in pain, Wolfie. Our eyes are in pain.
What was that, Wolfie?
I was like, when you get older, bro, don't do that dance, man. It's
do
gonna
the Merton Hanks.
you up pretty hard, bro.
Matter of fact, let me show him who the Merton Hanks is. Merton Hanks used to play for the San Francisco 49ers. He's now the vice president of operations for the NFL. And when he made a big play, Merton Hanks would do like this here. Let me go to my feed. Let me go. Stop sharing that and go to. Where's it at? Share screen. Merton Hanks sharing this. This the Merton Hanks here. You see that? You see that dance?
I'm pretty sure I've seen this. Yeah, I've seen this.
Yeah, Wolfie did it a minute ago, and his neck's still hurting.
All right, I'll have to go find it in the long 4 hour.
I actually don't know. I don't know the timestamp for when it happened, but it was shortly before you showed up, though.
Okay.
So, right before you showed up, you literally showed up right after I did it, pretty much.
Yeah,
we were all laughing and brought up Bernie's. Were you there? We brought the Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's. Have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's? Okay, that's another one. Right. Pull up Weekend at Bernie's, and it's a mixture of the Merton Hanks and Weekend at Bernie's. It's like
apparently I did that, and I'm like, I swear to God, I moved my arms, bro. I did.
No, yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, Weekend at Bernie's was they were house sitting, and the guy died, but they needed to stay at his house for the weekend. And so what they would do is just prop him up and walk him around. He was dead, and they would just walk him around like he was alive, so nobody would mess up the house. Great movie. Check it out. It's very, very funny. But that's for you young folks out there. But for all of y'all, we walk by faith and not by sight. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you all for hanging. Thank you for sharing.
Amen. God bless.